That door just opened. G'day, D-Live, and welcome back to the Gives a Minutes D-Live stream for a Wednesday afternoon affair. It has just gone 11 minutes after 3, and that door just opened. Let me close that. It's just gone 11 minutes past 3 in the PM for me. Good morning, good afternoon, good day, good evening to you, whatever the time it is, wherever you're consuming this freaking content. You're always welcome right here on the Gives a Minute D-Live stream. That door just keeps opening. You see this? I gotta close this again. I'm gonna chuck a wedge in it. Chuck a wedge in it. Chuck a little socky wedgie in there. Come on, wedge it in there. All right, now that I've wedged that door open, I want to say hello to the chit chat. Let me go back up in the chit chat. We got Perdsky. I see Giggle Pickles. I see Comtech. I see Shiloh Rose. I see Angel Wings. And I see Net TV. I see 6 crew and therefore 6 freaking cheeses. And Lady Crow Cheddar, 7 cheeses. Who did that? Johnson, 8 cheeses, because everyone that drops the Gives a Minute D-Live stream chit chat gets a cheeses. This glass, this microphone, when they collide, that resembles the cheers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cheeses. Johnson with a triple freaking give, my friend. What? Cheeses.
Cheeses. Bees, ease, cheese, ease, needs, me's, leaves, keys, mean, things, these, wings, teas, leaves, me's, these, bees, mean, mind, water veins.
There you go, folks. The triple give, the diamond, the ice cream, the lemon. Johnson comes swinging in with a triple give. Oh, I see a second. Ooh, that's a... Oh! That's 3... What? Whoa. Dude, that's 3 triple gives, my friend.
Cheeses. Bees, ease, cheese, ease, needs, me's, leaves, keys, mean, things, these, wings, teas, leaves, me's, these, bees, mean, mind, water veins.
See what you did there? You did 3 triple gives. Now you're thinking, well, is he going to give the cheeses, beerses, eases again? No. If there's 3 triple gives, that's known as the tips your hat give.
And talk about numbers and different numbers, which I do sometimes, not now. Hello.
And for those wondering, all those noises, well, the words is me asleep. That's talking in my sleep. Yes, that out of the way, I am a weirdo. I do not deny this fact, I'm a weirdo. Back up in the chit chat. Perdsky says, tickle this. I am here, I am sorry. Giggle Pickles, I'm Herf. Giggle Pickles, you're Herf? Hello, Herf. Hello, Herf. I'm Herf. Comtech, hey Giggle Pickles, hey Comtech. Charlotte Rose, poop. Poop, scoop, loop. Lady Crow Chatter is here too. She had to take a slash. Understood. Giggle Pickles. Hey Charla. Hey Comtech. Lady in the room taking a slash ski. Angel Wings. Hello Angel Wings. How you doing? Hey Angel. Charla Rose with the lemons. Thank you Charla. Things all happened. The door opened. Everything went haywire. Appreciate the lemons. Thank you very much. Comtech. Gibbs. Hey Gibbs. Giggle Pickles. Net TV with the lemon. Thank you Net TV. Charla Rose. Net TV. Lady Crochetta. Hi Gibbs. Hey Gibbs, Ben on Charlotte, Net TV, Angel Wings, hey Light Beings, Mayonnaise! Wow! Who did that? Comtech with his own triple freaking give. Crypto stream for the win, Comtech, thank you man.
Cheeses. Bees, ease, cheese, ease, needs, me's, leaves, keys, mean, things, these, wings, teas, leaves, me's, these, bees, mean, mind, water veins.
Thank you, Comtech. I appreciate that. I know you enjoy these streams. Much do I. As do I. Wednesday, folks. Wednesday, it's a cryptocurrency stream. It's a brain melter, a face melter. We're going to get deep into numbers and concepts and coins and tokens, and it's going to blow our brains like it does every week. I'm going to come out of this completely deflated and exhaust fanned, but that's the beauty of these streams. The other thing I want to say, on these streams, I do keep the replay or the restream active on the YouTube. So if you are watching on the tubes of you, I do see a viewer over there, it's your lucky day. We're not going to stop the restream. I think the cryptocurrency stuff has a market outside of D-Live. But if you do want to partake in the conversation, which I do hope you do, I wish you would, because I've only got one chat here. I'm only looking at this chat, so if you're watching anywhere else and you're thinking, hey man, I'm putting my suggestions and this dickhead's not even responding, I'm only looking at one chat. It's the DLive chat. It's on my DLive website, dlive.tv/givesaminute. That's where you'll find this stream. Now, if you're watching a replay of this after the fact on YouTube perhaps, or on Trovo, Twitch, all the places, if you are watching it there, I do suggest you come over to that URL, dlive.tv/givesaminute, because every Wednesday we do this on the DLive. Now, you'll see the replays everywhere, but we do this live on a Wednesday. That's the plan here today. I want to encourage you to come over to DLive, get downtown, down to the DLive machine. It's good fun, and that's the chat I'm looking at. Hey Light Beings, Johnson, Comtech, hey Johnson, in the kitchen cooking, be back, same old story at this time of the day. Understood, Net TV, understood. Net TV's in the New Zealand town. That's a little further ahead in time zone wise. Back under the desk, Net TV, giggles, and for the same simple tonight, pies. Ooh, very cool. It paused at 124. Did I break it? It paused at 124. Yay. I'd say that's at your end there, Angel Wings. I'm broadcasting here with no drop frames, 0.0%, which is 0%, drop frames 0, for a total of 9 minutes. Not on my end, Angel Wings. I'm apologizing. Actually, I'm not apologizing. I didn't do anything wrong. For the first time, I'm not doing anything wrong, and I'm not apologizing. It's at your end. Charlotte Rose, the Dancing Chicken, Johnson, hey Comtech, hey Perdsky, hey Giggles, Angel Wings with the Lemon, Johnson, Charlotte Rose, Comtech with a triple give, Charlotte Rose, triple give. Since I can't give you a Ninja Guinea, this will have to do, Giggle Pickles. That's a cool figure. A disappearing Ninja Guinea. Fazabam! Fazabam! Charlotte Rose, drive is the shiz. Drive is the shiz. Okay. Well, folks, on this crypto stream, got a couple of things I want to address. First of all, I've had 2 HEX stakes mature. Is that the term? Mature? They've ended. They've got to the end of their stake. Now I want to have a look at the gain, the earnings. I want to ask your suggestions. Now, hold on one second. I just did a 12K fitness walk and I'm a little bit parched, so I just want to smash a little water here. Yeah. 12Ks of walking. I'm butched as, bro. Anyway, hexagons. I was going to ask you about the hexagons. Now, we used to see hexagons out the absolute wazoo on DLive. I'd look left, there'd be a hexagon. I'd look right, hexagon. Above me, hexagon. Underneath me, hexagon. All around me, hexagons. Hex, hex, hex. Hex your life up. Hex this, hex that. Stickers of hex. Richard Hart stickers. All the stuff. And then... nothing. Pretty much. The only one we ever see is Heximofo, and even that's very, very slim the times we see him. So what I was going to say is, and I've heard rumors that they went to Twitch. Hendrik did say that the hexagons split and left for Twitch. What I'm doing, and hello Twitch, I am restreaming over there, and I do see a viewer on the Twitch machine. Hello Twitch viewer! If you do know any hexagons... oh, man, I've got something's tickling my nasal passage. If you know any hexagons, do me a solid. Even if they hate the platform DLive, if they're completely done, right? They're done with it. Just for the sake of this stream, do me a solid and bring them over to this channel. Because like I said before, I'm only looking at one chat. Even though I'm broadcasting this everywhere, I'm only seeing the DLive chat. So if anybody's got anything they want to say about Hex, that's where it's going to be. So if you know any hexagons, if you got any reach to any hexagons, and you think now might be a good time, because don't forget, when this all popped off, the Hex community, and the Hex being the greatest thing ever, Hex, 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 all that stuff, that was how I began my deep dive, if you like, into crypto. We'd already touched on BTT and TRX because of DLive, and Lino, of course, back in testnet. But then Hex was kind of my first real foray into a crypto. And so we had the support of the Hexicans, and a lot of information and a lot of guidance came our way, and a lot of donations. Make no excuse here. Every Hex donation or every Hex stake that you're about to see on my Hex ladder came from the Hexicans. Actually, that's not true. We did buy some. We bought some with. Well, that's right. We kept on taking BTT and converting it to Hex because we were being told about how rad Hex is and how rad Hex will be. Now, I guess the question is that still the case? Is Hex still absolutely flat out amazing, the best thing ever, or is it dried up a little bit, and has the glimmer been wiped off a little? And I understand that just because Hexicans aren't on DLive doesn't mean the actual Hex thing is failing. I guess that's what I see, because I'm pretty hardcore about DLive. I'm streaming here all the time. I'm not going anywhere, but they have. That doesn't necessarily mean the thing's folded, but I just wanted to see if we could get some kind of update, I suppose, given that my 2 stakes have rolled over. So here's the thing. Today, I could take the money from those stakes and run. Right? I could take it and run. I could dump it back into BTT and stake it on DLive. I could convert it to Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin's back up to 55,000. It wouldn't be the best time to do that. Dale. How you doing, Dale? How you going, buddy? I don't want to come across as being foolish. But what I'm saying is, at this particular juncture, there is the opportunity to take both of those stakes, restake them for the 555, although it wouldn't actually be 5555, it would be less than that, because I want to time it for when my 5555 stake does come out. So I want to ask your advice. Also, given that Hex is on the Ethereum network, the fees are absolutely sky high, rocket, knock your head off, ridiculous. So there's that to factor. Both of these stakes are pretty small stakes. We're not really talking. I think I earned $9 on one and about $1.50 on the other. So arguably, the fee I'm going to get slammed with is probably going to take out any of the earnings anyway. So you might say, "Well, dude, just leave it, right?" And then I'll say to you, if the Hexicans say, Ethereum fees are massive right now, just leave it, I'll be like, then why are you based on the Ethereum protocol if the fees are so ridiculous? So that's what I'd say at that point. I don't know if that's what's going to be said, but I'm asking for advice. Now, back up in the chit chat, and by the way, after that, well, sometime either before or after, we've got a video to look at the BitClout bubble. The BitClout scam just got worse by a channel called CoffeeZilla. CoffeeZilla? Someone came in the streams earlier this week, not the crypto streams, just the regular how you doing streams, and suggested, hey man, I know you've got a BitClout coin, which I've been selling quite well actually, and they're all about how it's a scam, and they put this video in, so we'll take a look at that as well. And then I would like to go and have a look at some other viewer requests. The Casper coin. Now, I don't know anything about this, but Casper, one thing you should never do before a stream, eat anything. In this case, peanut butter. You don't want to have nuts in your mouth while you're streaming. Crikey, did he just go there? Casper. So I don't know anything about Casper. And then there's another one called. Oh, sorry. Somebody came in the chat, and by the way, these tabs are tab that I've tabbed for quite some time. They're the tabs. A tab back in time, right? If you know your music. We got heaps of tabs here. Liquid proof of stake. I've been told I've got to learn about liquid proof of stake. The person who told me to learn about that was a little aggressive about it. But we're going to learn about it, right? I'm not going to let the approach ruin the learn, but they kind of slammed me and said, you obviously know nothing about it, so you better start reading up about it. Hey man, there are heaps of things I don't know about in crypto. I don't pretend to be a major knowledgeable sphere of crypto. I'm doing this so that I learn and that you learn at the same time. That's why I do all of my transacting live. You want to know how to buy Bitcoin? Ask me 4 months ago, I would have said the same thing. I got no idea. But here we are doing it live so that we all learn. Oh, by the way, also I got my Binance verified 100%. I think that was a case of pretty poor customer service, because the message, and it would take like 4 days for them to get back to me, but the message that kept coming back was your identification is your passport number. And I was saying, yeah, but that's not the actual passport number. For some reason, that's my driver's license number. But then I thought to myself, and I was like, hold on a second. If they're telling you to use that, who cares if it's wrong? Just use it, right? I just went, okay, if you think my passport number is that one, which it clearly is not, but that's what you're telling me, I'll just put that in. So I put that in and it worked. And I was like, pfft. So now my passport and my driver's license numbers don't marry up, but I'm verified. Go figure. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But what that's about is, and I've always said, well, not always, but I've been saying this recently, if the market drops and you think you want to get in, you want to buy, you want to have all that stuff set beforehand. You want to have whatever the exchange you choose to use. I'd argue you should be using Binance. I'll give you two examples of why in a second. Get everything done, everything verified. Get your bank account set up. Get all the stuff set up so that if you're sitting there and you're on your handy and you're like, "Holy crap! Bitcoin dropped to 42,000. I'm gonna try to scrape together $2,000 like I did last week. I'm gonna scrape that together and I'm gonna put it on Bitcoin." Well, then you need to have everything ready to go. You don't want to be doing your KYC at that point, because market can change very quickly. So that's why I went ahead and did the verification, even though it seems to me fraudulent because the numbers aren't correct, but that's what they were telling me to do, and I got the big yellow check. Two examples of why you should do that, or why you should use Binance. I've got two other, when Binance wasn't verified, and okay, so I couldn't, without verification without address verification, I couldn't deposit money into my Binance. That's right. I couldn't give them money without proving my address. I find that comical. I understand the other side of the transaction. I want to withdraw my funds. You got to prove who you are. Oh, sorry, sir. Were you saying you were giving us money? Oh, then go right ahead. We don't care where it comes from. Just give us the money. No, they make you go through hoops to give them the money. So in the meantime, when they were saying no, I went ahead and used coin. What's the one? Coin something. Mental blank. Can't think what that was. Who did that donation, by the way? Music Man. Thank you, Music Man. Cheers, my friend. Like I said, I don't pretend to be the best at this. I can't even remember a name of an exchange that I've used. Coin something. And I've also used SwiftFX. Now, I'm not sure if I'm saying that correct. The reason I used both of those is because they both, well, the first one, Coinbase. You know what I could do? I could just bring up my freaking browser and go to it. Hey, Coinbase. How come I can't remember that? Like I said, not the greatest at this, but Coinbase. You're dead right, Coinbase. There was a limit, a $450 limit. Now, I wanted to spend more than that, so I went ahead and grabbed SwiftFX, joined up to those guys, and they gave you a little more. Binance, once you've got the verification all down, you can dump in whatever you want. Now, this might be different territory by territory and region by region, but certainly in Australia, if you verify your crap and you can put your bank account to it, you can just go and plump your money in there. So now that I've done that, I don't actually need to do anything now. I believe Bitcoin's on the rise again, so I'm not going to be buying anything. But Dale Bold, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Dale, I'm going to just say, dude, I'm not really going to listen to your advice so closely. I agree with that statement, though. But last time we listened to Dale, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'm just saying. I missed out on 44,000 and actually 41,000, wasn't it? We were 38 and it went up to 41. And you said that was I was saying that's a dip, dude. That is a Bitcoin dip, and you were like, no, don't buy on the high. That wasn't a high. I should have bought in then. Anyway. But that's hindsight, right? That's hindsight. Not personal, Dale. Not personal. And I agree with your statement. So back up in the chat. What have I missed here? What have I missed? Go back up. I autocorrect. DLive, I think I find it. It stopped playing weird. Refresh good now, Dale. Okay. Bannon, non-Mexican related. What is the new jack behind you? Oh, Shyla. I asked about this and no one could get it. No, but no. Well, I'm not going to tell you. Who do you think I'd be to tell you what that is? But for those that are wondering, I always have a bottle of Jack Daniels behind me, and it lasts for 10 weeks. So every 10, well, I stream daily on DLive, but I stream weekly on YouTube. Aside from these restreams, right? I do weekly Saturday streams, and every 10 weeks, we open a special bottle of Jack. That one got up there the end of last week. Or sorry, the beginning of this new week. So that's got this week and then 9 more weeks to go. So try to zoom in, pinch to zoom and see what you can make out. I'm not telling you what it is though. What kind of a madman would I be at that point? White rabbit. Sorry, I just had to sneeze then. White rabbit. Excuse me. Hawaii Mexican angel. That sounds cool. Most crypto is hype driven, no real substance. I never meant you were foolish. No. Well, you know, we heard, we saw what happened. You'd be a fool. You said the words. You would be a fool to do that. And I was going to do that. Therefore, I would be the fool. You can't, there's no way you can read that any other way. Don't buy the dip, you would be a fool. I want to buy the dip, therefore I'm a fool. It doesn't, like, I know English. I've spoke it most of my life, all of my life, except for the first part in the womb and the little bit at the start where you couldn't speak. Then I learnt it. Don't buy the dip, don't buy the rise. You said it would be foolish, that was the quote, it would be foolish to buy the rise. Therefore, I'm buying the rise. Viva la vie. I'm a fool. The act of being foolish, the adjective of a fool. I don't do crypto or Bitcoin or all money, even digital, is controlled by the government. Well, that's where crypto is a little different, Angel Wings. It's not controlled by anybody, being that it's decentralized. Not autonomous, not anonymous. Autonomous? Not even that, but not anonymous. But it's decentralized. No government control. That's changing though. Is HEX a curse or evil spell cast upon suspecting victims? Words, meaning, matter. HEX is a strange one. HEX up your life, Perdby. No, hex your life up, man. Just saying. Birdsky, Charlotte Rose, shared you out on my Facebook, Discord, and Twitter gives. Thanks, Giggle Pickles. Thank you. CD20, Binance. Use SafePal. No KYC. SafePal. You know what? I'm going to actually put that in my tabs of lists of things to look at on my streams, because I've never heard of SafePal, but there it is, the crypto hardware wallet. We'll take a look at that another time, because as you can see, or if you did just take a little glance up here, I got a lot of tabs. I got tabs out the wazoo, folks. We got a lot of tabs to go through. This is what happens on a crypto stream. You start and everybody comes in saying, you should know about this, you should know about that, you should learn about this, how about this coin, what about that coin, what about this, what about... And bam, before you know it, everything we're going to learn about just gets pushed along, because there's so much to learn. There is so much to learn here. Speaking of learning, Comptech, can I, I was going to say, can I link to your replay of your stream? But I was also going to say, did you put that anywhere else? Because you're not affiliated, are you? So that'll only be lasting for another day on DLive. Comptech made a video or did a live stream where he talked about shady coins in your Tronlink wallet, and the video is so worth watching. The audio is a little bunky. He's still learning the process, but the content, like the actual content, is invaluable. And the reason it's invaluable is because the message is some of these phony or let's call them imitation coins with the same handle but a different avatar to trick you to think that you're dealing with a particular coin. Then you go and coin swap them. And as soon as you go to do that step, you bring up the little verification overlay. And if you look at what it says, it actually says the opposite. So this example was convert. I can't remember the name of the coin. Let's call it SAF, shady as duck coin, right? The SAF coin. You want to convert. You wake up in the morning and you look at your Tronlink wallet and you've got 200 SAF coin. You're like, what? Who's giving me this? Okay. I don't know what it is. I want to transfer. I want to swap it into TRX because I know I can, freeze my TRX and then I can use it for whatever voting rights and blah blah blah. So you think, well, they gave me this. I might as well just. So you got to do the swap, and as you swap it, the little check mark comes up saying this is what's happening. But if you read what it's saying, it actually says removing TRX from your Tronlink wallet. It's not swapping, it's taking. And the way they do it is SAF coin's probably a bad example because there isn't an actual SAF coin, but let's just say for instance it was Dogecoin, right? And so you get the little ticker DOGE, and the avatar is a dog. I don't even know what the Doge. I can't recall. These are two bad examples. What I'm saying is it's not the coin, but it pretends to be. And he made a live stream about it, and I wanted to link to it, but unfortunately, live streams on non-affiliated streamers on DLive, they only last the replay only lasts for 3 days. So I was wondering if you uploaded it anywhere else. Diversification in investing is critical. Some stocks, land, precious metals, crypto with a cash reserve. So again, at this point, Dale, we're not talking about investing per se. We're literally talking about cryptocurrency. So you can say that, and I'm not disagreeing with it. I'm not disagreeing with that. The idea that diversification is important. We, as every Wednesday, we are specifically looking at cryptocurrency. So I don't. Like people come in and say, aren't you going to go and buy some silver and, ahoy me mateys and Coin Captain go and buy silver? I'm like, yes, I understand that. But here on these streams, it's crypto. That's all we're looking at. I'm not saying don't do that. I'm saying crypto. So you've made the decision to invest. You've made the decision for the future. And this is part of your investment strategies. Cryptocurrency. Okay, cool. Well, that's what this stream is about. And if you want to learn about stock market and land purchasing and whatnot, you'll have to go and look at another stream somewhere else. I'm not going to do those. I don't have any smarts with that. I do have property. I have an investment property, and I do have stocks that I've invested in, but they're just sitting there gathering dust, quite literally. But this is a cryptocurrency stream. So just while you might have a great point, without trying to sound facetious, we've heard it all before. We're here to learn about cryptocurrency as per the stream. Coin Crasher, Music Man. I haven't heard Coin Crasher before. We're all learning together. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Coin Killer Coinbase went to the stock exchange worth more than the moon. Coin Killer. Coinbase. Terrific, actually. Busy, which is good. Look into NEO. These are all coins? Dude, thank you. I'm going to get a screenshot of those. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go over here. I'm going to add this to the tab lists. Let me show you this, folks. I'm going to get rid of my hideous head here. I'm going to add a new tab here. That is a new tab there. That's SafePal. This new tab, we're going to search for NEO coin. NEO coin. And then we're going to have a look. The next tab will be FLM coin. FLM coin. FLM Flamingo. The next one will be XRP. I've actually bought some XRP, so I've got some of that. XRP. The next one will be PAC. PAC coin. However, don't get too excited because look where my mouse is. All of these up here are beforehand. All of those are beforehand. So we got a lot to go through. This won't happen today. I don't want to. Who did that, by the way? CD20. CD20, I don't want to get your hopes up, but they are there, and we will get to them. It might not be today. It definitely won't be today. It might not be next week. It might not be the week after. Like I said, we always get completely swamped with crypto. There's just too much. It's just too big a stratosphere. Crazy. My timing was wrong, I admit, in that case. Yeah, that's cool. Don't work too hard, Dale. I like hard work. Evening Ben on. Hey Suki, how you doing, Suki? How are you, mate? I'm good, Suki. How you doing? Suki Smackhouse. I gotta get some more water. Needed after a year of laziness. Gotcha. What a do, Dale. Suki, Charlotte. I buy the dip. I said buy the dip. Yeah, but you were saying that wasn't a dip. That was the big thing. You were saying 42,000. I had 38,000 to spend. You were saying 42,000 wasn't a dip in Bitcoin. I was like, dude, it's totally a dip. And you were like, nah, don't be a fool, buy the dip. I was like, that is a dip, man. Anyway, Comtech, sure, I have not posted it anywhere yet. I'll redo it to have better. Oh, okay. Well, Comtech, you know what, man? I won't link the DLive one because it. Well, you know what? I will. I will do it. I will link that because it's better than nothing. Let me just go over here. Let me just get over here, folks. I will go to Comtech's channel here. Visit channel. This will be his replay here. So what I'll do, folks, I'll link this in the chit chat. Shady crypto deposits in your Tronlink wallet. I mean, it's such an important thing to know about because if you don't, so if you enable whitelist, add certain chains to the whitelist, like I've done, I would have lost. There's the link, by the way. It's in the chat. I would have lost to that because I've enabled certain transactions to be whitelisted. They don't come up with the checkbox. It's like you've whitelisted it. So they're preying on like people like me to like, you woke up in the morning and you've got all that coin from nowhere. Well, I'm not going to keep it. I'll swap it out to a coin I know. Okay, there you go to swap it. And then the next thing you know, you've lost all your TRX because it literally, you're agreeing for them to take your TRX. And that in that video, it explains it right there. Oh, Hendrik, hello, the freaking DLive machine. Do we have ein Possumhead? Possumhead? Not too sure what a Possumhead is there. Suki, Coin Captain will be getting our package on May 3rd. My opinions are based on my experiences. Others will entitled to their own views, of course. Opossums, that's called free will. Nice giggles. My wallet had 500 TRX and it wanted to take 450 out of it instead of depositing. Go ahead, right? Yeah. That's Comtech's exact experience, and he made the video of it showing it. So, lag in the chat is a thing. Lag in the chat is a thing. It's interesting how when you do a Google News search on HEX, there are very few articles in the last 6 months. Is that right? Interesting. HEX and Doge are doing okay, Potsky. Personally, HEX reminds me of Doge in a way. They're both kind of pretty like Doge is a meme coin, whereas HEX is a term deposit. I don't see Doge being that similar in that functionality. And Comtech saying just play the first 17 minutes of that replay. So if the bulk of the content is that first 17 minutes. Synchronized. Gotcha. One by one, the West will wipe out non-government supported crypto. We'll see, I guess. We'll see. So what I'm going to do here, folks, I'm going to take a quick pause. I want to go and get more water and a coffee, and then we're going to come in and we're going to actually look at my HEX. And I mean, at this stage, there are no hexagons here to help, so I guess we're going to make a decision what we do. But we'll bring up my Go Hex page and my MetaMask wallet, and we'll have a look at the investment. We'll have a look at the return. We'll have a look at the other stakes I've got, and we'll all sit down together and make a decision on what we're going to do here. So just a little reminder, just one more quick reminder to those watching on the other Restream platforms. The restream will continue on YouTube, on Twitch, on Trovo, and on Bitwave, but I am going to yank it for Facebook. I don't really care too much for Facebook. I'm going to yank it off Facebook. So if you're watching on the Facebook machine, or if you're watching the replays and whatever you want to be involved in this live, you've got to come to dlive.tv/givesaminute, because like I said multiple times, that's where this content lives. I'd love you to be a part of it. It's here on DLive. That's how you do it. But to get me to a coffee and to get us to the HEX stakes, on the screen there are 16 bands. Now these bands, they're all related to me somehow. I'd like you guys to choose what you want to hear from this list of bands. I'll read out the bands and you put the number in the chat of which one you want to hear from. When we get a consensus of at least 2 of you choosing the same thing, we'll go ahead and play that. Number 1 is Tracer. Number 2 is Black Aces. Number 3 is Ween. Number 4, The Shiny Brights. Number 5, Peter Bibby. Number 6, Burn Collect. Number 7 is Tracer Acoustic in Bonn in Germany. Number 8 is Triggerfinger. Number 9 is Dappled Cities. Number 10 is Tracer Electric in the Basque Country, not in Spain. Number 11 is the Delta Saints. Number 12 is King of the North. Number 13 is Everyday Circus. Number 14 is Tommy Rutland. Number 15, Gilgamesh. And number 16 is Tracer in Southampton. I beg your pardon? Nottingham in the UK. Last tour of everything. Pfft, the end, that one. In the chat, Dale Bolsed says 13. Giggle Pickle says 13. Lady Crochetta says 13. Hendrik says 123. Crikey. Pertsky says 13. Well, folks, out of Germany, this is Everyday Circus. We'll be right back. Hex your life up! Welcome back to the slightly random daily song. You see this shirt here? Everyday Circus. You see that, right? Everyday Circus. This is one of the rare times when a support act... Oh, that's getting bright, isn't it? Hold on one second. This is one of the rare times when a support act on a Tracer tour turned out to be really, really, really sick. Like these boys, so a German band. From memory, I'm pretty certain they're Osnabrück. I might have got that wrong. I think they're from Osnabrück in Germany, but we weren't playing with them in Germany. They joined the 2016, which turned out to be the last Tracer tour. They joined us in the UK. So when we went across from France to England, the Everyday Circus boys joined us. Another band also, that light's changed again. Oh wow, look at this wave. Yeah, I can't recall. There were two bands, and there was an English band, which they weren't so great. Then there was this German band, Everyday Circus, and these boys were so cool. How do I describe their tunes? So the vocalist, Matteo, has a real, a beautiful, you'll hear it in this song, right? A beautiful, harmonious way of singing, matching his guitar. He plays guitar and sings, and I mean, it's kind of hard to explain it because it impacted so much the first time I heard it. It was amazing. The very first night of the tour, I think we were in a place called Hull on the first show, and it impacted me straight away how cool this sounds. And sorry, it's Easter Monday. There's people everywhere here. It's kind of strange. Look how many people are around on Easter Monday. Paulie. Yeah, so I really enjoyed the band from the onset, and every night we got to hang out and see them play. It got better and better and better and better. Now the sad thing is, this band pulled the pin 2 years after this 2016 tour, so they're no longer around. So the album I've got here is called Mirrors. This is their album. Also, this is the shirt from that tour, from the support slot. They went ahead and did their own headline tours as well. And I've got a banger of a song here which does demonstrate this beautiful vocal thing going on. I just want to play it for you, see what you think. It's a beautiful track. It's called I Am Your Anchor by Everyday Circus from their Mirrors album. I'm going to put you down over here. Get a beautiful vista of this beautiful Easter Monday ocean. You probably need an anchor if you're out there. Let me put you down here. Oh, I don't want to bust this disc though. Last time I bent down, I cracked the CD. I'm not going to crack this one. Let's put this like this. About there. That's beautiful vista, isn't it? What a beautiful vista. Well, from the Everyday Circus album Mirrors, also, I think this came out 2016. Yeah, this was from that year. And the tour shirt. Please enjoy I Am Your Anchor. Here you go, folks. Everyday Circus from the Mirrors album, I Am Your Anchor. What a lovely sound, what a lovely song. I hope you enjoyed it. while I was sitting there watching the ocean, I did remember a story from this band. So, from that tour, not only is their music rad, right? So, when you're a support band, you want to, like, and Tracer knew this because supporting a lot of other bands, you want to make an impression, right? So you kind of want to let the music talk, and if the music's good, then you can then do the real talking, right? Intermingling and whatever. So after the first, I think it was the second show, I think we did about 7 or 8 shows with this band. I think after the second show, in between, like, driving, I can't recall where we were. I mean, we're in England, but I can't recall between what cities. But this band mooned us. They mooned the headline band, which shows you that. And by the way, if you're not sure what mooning is, pants down, ass up against the window. So they're the support band. They're getting a chance that a lot of people wanted to have to play opening for Tracer. And the second night that we knew them, they drove past us and they mooned us. And I think that shows you pretty much the band has the music, has the skills. They're also really rad people, and they knew that they could, well, they felt comfortable enough to moon the headline band. Props. Unfortunately, like I said, they pulled the pin in 2018. They did go out with an EP though. If you want to go to their Facebook page, Everyday Circus, you can find their EP. Not this album. You'll probably be able to buy this as well somewhere, I guess. And well, if you're in Germany, keep an eye on them, because if they do ever do a one-off show as a Reformation, I highly suggest going and checking it out. Now look, while I sit down and listen to the rest of the album, you guys can go back to the live stream. Son of a... Thought you were there watching the Everyday Circus, boys, and it turns out it's already finished. Crikey. Got myself a hot coffee here, folks. Hope you enjoyed Everyday Circus. I am your anchor. Far out. Those boys, rad band. That was a real fun tour. I got videos and good memories and times and very, very cool music. I highly suggest you check them out, even though they're no longer around. They got a Bandcamp page. You better go and buy their stuff. That Mirrors album, it's very, very good. You can hear the vocal, right? And yeah, what this Everyday, Every Ship Needs a Good Anchor, he kind of has a Kurt Cobain vibe. Kind of. I mean, yeah, he's got a very good English speaking and singing voice, yet he's so German. And Hendrik will know what I'm referring to when you say he's so German. He's a German boy, right? A German boy. But yet he sings and speaks very good English. More English singing than speaking even. It's kind of bizarre. Anyway, folks, let's move on into the meat of the content. Let's open up my HEX. Now, this could be... So, I've started using... Well, I've been using the Brave browser for quite a long time now. It's based on the Chromium browser, so you can use all the Metamasks and the Tronlinks in Brave, which I hadn't been doing. I'd been dual using Chrome and Brave, but this week I sort of started using... Well, I put my Tronlink and my Metamask in Brave. So let's open up a new tab in Braveski. I want to do this with you yahoos. By the way, I say this many, many times. If you're not using the Brave browser, you might as well. You get paid to use it. This is how my Brave browser looks. Let's pull it in a little bit here to make it look a little neater. I currently have, for the month, 5.78 basic attention tokens to my name. That's a simple transaction of donating. Well, not donating. That's the browser paying you to use the browser. At that point, why would you not use it? A BAT is worth about $1.12 now. It dropped from about $1.30. It's down to $1.12. You're literally just using a browser. You might as well get paid for it. You don't get paid to use Chrome. You don't get paid to use Internet Explorer. You don't get paid to use Safari. You do get paid to use Brave. Might as well use it. Also, I've been using pre-search. You want to do a search? Let's search for Everyday Circus. I use this pre-search search bar, And as of now, I've got 9.24 pre-token just by searching using the instead of using Google, I'm using pre-search to do my searching. And there's Everyday Circus, folks. Let's see what they got. They got a Facebook page. Falling, Golden, I Am Your Anchor, official music video. There you go, folks, if you want to check that out. Anyway, back to the Brave browser. So let's open up the Metamask wallet, because this is what we need to punch in to HEX. So let me put in my password. Actually, I better get off here in case that it comes up. I haven't seen... No, it's a couple of dots. I'll just get off there just in case. Okay, so there we go. We're in. So my Metamask wallet is now active. I do have some ETH in there, that much. $4 worth of ETH. I should have no HEX in there, right? Ethereum mainnet. I should have no HEX. Yeah, I got no HEX in there. So if we go to Go HEX, I think it is Go HEX. It's been a while since we've been here. Hex.com. No, go. Where is it again? What's the URL, folks? Go.hex, isn't it? Let me just. I gotta just open up Chrome and make sure I got the right. I'll just open up the Chrome browser just to verify what the URL is, because it's going to be up there. Go.hex.com. Yeah, right. That's weird. I thought I typed that in there. Go.hex.com. Maybe it was going straight to the search. Go.hex.com. 3 days and you got 0.47 BAT. Cool, man. Please allow the HEX website to view your current account. Interesting, man. It should have already done that. Connect with Metamask. Select all. We'll go that one, obviously. View the addresses of your permitted accounts required. Yep, we're connecting it. I haven't done this yet, so there you go, folks. Okay, so here we are. This is my. So here are my stakes, folks. So, can we make that larger for you Yahoos? Is that going to bring it off the screen for you? No, that's good. That's good. We can see that. You flipped the Brave again? Very cool. Good move, Henry. Good move. Dude, I know you said you're not going to invest in any crypto, but you already are by using it. So, bam. Get the Uphold account going and start monthly checking your HEX out. Then you go and buy some other coin. With the HEX. Not HEX. Did I say HEX? With the BAT. So, this is where we probably need help here. Okay, so let's take a look at the progress of these stakes. The top two are 100% completed. My other one's 44% completed, 8% completed, 3% completed, and 3% completed. So these ones are the long ones. 5,901 days till this one matures. That'll mature on January 28, 2036 at 11 a.m. This one will mature on Sunday, the December 8th, 2030 at 11 a.m. This one will mature November 18, 2025. This one at November 18, 2021. Now, these ones have already matured. So the question I've got for you, is it worth taking both of the funds here? So I've got $157 here. Can you guys see that? I wonder if I make it bigger. Oh, now we've got a side scroll. Oh, no, but it's better for you guys if I make it larger. So this stake here, $157, and this stake here, $44. These are available for me to pull together and start a new stake to tie in. They call this a staking ladder. I really wish we had some Mexicans here to help me, because they were here when we started this and now they've disappeared. They call it a staking ladder, and you have... So this stake here, in November this year, I should have both of these roll over into this one. Or I can take these two and 555 them all the way into 2036. At this stage, this is where I'm leaning. This is how I'm slanting. I'm thinking about putting both of those that have come out into another long-term 5555. Because we when we did this, we said we're hodling for the long term, right? This cryptocurrency, HEX, is specifically a time deposit or a term deposit. That's what it's designed for. So if you're thinking about getting in and getting out and making a killing, bow. You want to get in, stay in, and then earn the killing. That was the theory back then. Is the theory still valid and still current? Based on my previous missed call, I'm saying nothing about this topic right now. Fair enough, Dale. Fair enough. We really need hexagons here, right? We really need hexagons. It's unfortunate that there aren't any. I'm a little upset that there's no hexagons. How come there was a... Interesting. So, given the price of the cost of transacting on the Ethereum network, we probably want to do as least as possible right now, right? We don't want to get hit with epic fees, given that Ethereum is heavy. Superhex.win. Hello, Superhex.win. I've never seen your handle before, dude. You're a hexagon? Good to see you, man. How about this, dude? Let me ask you just straight up some advice. This is straight up for you. This is my staking ladder. I tried to make that as large as possible so we can all see it. I've got some 555s, well, close to it. This one here, not till 2036. This one here, not till 2030. These two stakes are 100% completed. My thought pattern: weekends are good for lower fees. Okay, that doesn't help us now. At this particular point, I want to do this so that we can all learn from it. That's kind of why we even started the HEX ladder, if you like. So I'd like to do this on this stream. And the question I have is, would you advise taking both of these and rolling them over into coinciding with my big 5555? What would you say that's a foolish move, or would you say that's a smart move? Now I understand too that I understand that that was an ad in Brave. That's what an ad looks like in Brave browser, folks. That's what comes up. Crypto futures at the speed of light. Just a little tab that you can close. If we did roll over these stakes, are we gonna get slammed with fees, considering this is only worth 157 US and this is only worth 44 US? Now, end stake, is that a drop down? What's good accounting? What are these two options here? So this is the first time this has ever happened for me. End stake or good accounting? I would combine the smaller stakes into larger stakes to offset fees. That's what I was thinking as well. That's what I was thinking. Hey, by the way, man, did you hear that the founder of HEX, that's Richard Hart, is forking Ethereum to solve the fee issues? It's called Pulse. I mean, is that something I can partake in now? Will that help me now, or is that something that's being planned? I didn't hear about that. I gotta be honest, man. I'll be honest. HEX has been very quiet. Pretty much since Big Payday, it's kind of just slowly dropped off the radar. And I'm just saying what I've experienced. Like, a lot of hexagons on DLive are gone. I don't know, maybe you're watching on the YouTube and you came across. I really appreciate that, man. But we did have a lot of hexagons here helping out at the early stages, and now it's like they're gone. It's coming, pulsechain.com. Okay, what I'll do is I will grab that out as well. I'll grab that link out. I'll just put that link out because we will look at it at some point on my stream. That's to the tab machine. It's at the end of the tabs, that one, but we'll get to it. Hexagons moved to Twitch and YouTube. Yeah, we did hear that. Go to Etherscan. Hex new address are climbing. Flowski, I remember when everyone was talking Hex here on DLive. Haven't heard a word about it until today. I know. And look. people can change platforms. Like there's no dramas there. Like if one person says, hey man, I think I'm going to go and stream on stream.com instead of streaming on DLive, that's cool. Do whatever you want, right? But it is interesting that a whole community left to the point where the only one, and when I say the only one, I mean the only Hexagon we ever see is Heximofo. And that's very, very few and far between. He pops in once every 5 or 6 days. Whereas it used to be that I wasn't even doing a crypto stream and there were Hexicans flooding my chat with, you know, Hex Your Life Up and all the Hex stickers and all the latest news. And I'll be like, hey folks, just bear in mind, we're only doing a crypto stream every Wednesday. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but it's just every Wednesday for this channel where we do a crypto stream. They were all over it, like flies to something. I'm family friendly. I don't know what flies get on. I don't know. Phew. But yeah, they all left. Like, so one streamer saying, I want to go and stream on stream.com. That's interesting and understandable. But everybody from a single community saying, we're all done. What happened? To Flow, what abdo, brohim, Dale Heim. Hopefully Heim isn't some weird meaning. I reject the Heim. You will get a copy of your liquid hex and staked hex on Pulse, basically doubling your stack. Oh wow. I'm interested in Pulse. People are using other means to avoid exchange fees like buying and selling the art NFTs. Music Man, that's not helping us right now, dude, but yeah, that is happening. That is a thing. So okay, so let's do this then. Let's make this transaction. Let's do this transaction. So what we've got here, folks, we've got the Hexicans did leave for Twitch and YouTube alive and well. Johnny No Good. Yeah, but why? But why? What? Okay. We've established that they left for 2 different places. But why? Like what was the reason why? Like I understand why like Fuentes and Baked Alaska left. Well, you know, whatever happened, they were asked, well, they were made to leave. I understand. That's nothing to do with the Hex community, though. Like, what? Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, I understand it. I don't get it, though. I don't get why a whole community left and they went to 2 different places. Why did DLive all of a sudden become a bad place to talk about Hex? If I start cooking on these Red Robin French fries, the Helm lick might come in handy. No licking required. Crikey. Flowski. Let's do it. So what is this? What is this? 2 options here. So these 2 stakes are completed. 100% completed. Progress. Right here. Both of those 2. They're done. This one here is to the tune of $150 US, 160 almost. That one there's 45 US. Now when I click on end stake, there's 2 options. End stake or good accounting. What are these 2 options about? Good accounting? I love a good accounting. The reason was to onboard what might be considered a larger audience on Twitch. Okay, well that makes sense. That makes sense. I appreciate that being said, Johnny No Good. The reason was to then go and get more people. Right, okay, cool. I can identify with that. So the pool was so small now on DLive and the reach was almost exhausted, and so they went elsewhere. That makes sense, man. Yeah, more people on Twitch, on YouTube. We felt like we tapped out DLive. Makes sense. Yeah, that, I mean, finally, we're getting an answer, folks, because it's a quiet town around here without you Mexicans, without you Hexicans. It's a very quiet town here, actually. I quite liked having all you Yahoos in here. But yeah, there you go. That's a good reason. So what is this then? What is good accounting and end stake? I mean, let's have a look. Hex. What is good accounting versus end stake? I don't know what this is, folks. Staking. Here we go. What is staking? Staking your coins, let's make this larger, is one of the foundations of HEX. When you stake your coins, you are locking them up by burning them. The coins you stake are no longer a part of the circulating supply, so they cannot be bought or sold. When you stake, you earn a portion of the share pool. It is through these shares that you earn interest. How do I stake? We already know that. You can see all the active stakes on gohex.win or hex.live or gohex.com. To see them, you must connect your Metamask. Okay, cool. We've done that. You can switch between different Metamask, blah, 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 blah. Here you can also see your accumulated interest, total shares, estimated big payday bonus. So this is quite an old document because big payday is long and truly over. You must stake for a minimum of 1 day, and you can only stake up to 5555. Once you submit your stake, the coins are burned. You can no longer access these coins until your stake is complete or until you emergency end your stake and lose everything. Why would you do that? In return, you receive shares in the share pool. Reference shares for more details of how the share system works. You cannot add to your stake once it is submitted. You cannot increase the length of the stake once it's submitted. Emergency ending your stake will subject you to penalties for not fulfilling your stake. You can have as many stakes as you'd like. You can stake coins that are minted via the adoption amplifier, bought on Uniswap, bought on other exchanges, ending your stake. Before the stake is over, we don't want to do that. Once the stake is complete, there are two options. Option 1 is to end stake, to end your stake and mint your coins plus interest and bonuses. Option 2 is to choose good accounting. Here we go. Which takes the expired shares out of the pool, but... Oh, crikey, Mystery Emoji! How you doing, man? Thank you for the diamond. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yo, Gibbs, long time no see. Well, it's nice to see you back, man. I hope you're here as a Hexagon to help out. We're just learning about this. Good accounting, Super Hex says, good accounting allows you to end your stake but not mint your coins. So not take them out. This is probably what we're going to do. I think DLive is a Tronlink app, and so Hexagons may be left in order to not support it. No, that's not the reason. It's at least it's crypto powered, whereas Twitch and YouTube. Well, that's actually a point, right? That's a point. Both Twitch and YouTube aren't crypto based, but I've made this statement a few times in the last month or two. I reckon YouTube are busy. I reckon they're busy on something, and I reckon it's going to be crypto. I reckon there'll come a point. What are we now? 2021? I reckon by 2024, 2025. You'll be able to get paid on YouTube in YTT, YouTube token. Just saying. I don't know anything about it, but I'm just saying. The biggest video sharing platform in the world, and everybody else coming up going, we want a piece of that, and how we're getting it is by providing crypto payments, and everybody's flocking to it. They're going to be onto that. Johnny No Good, thanks for the diamond. I reckon you're correct, good sir. Hey, thanks, man. Dude, thank you for the diamond, man. Here's this word. It would behoove YouTube to do that, right? YouTube would need to do this to keep up with the rest of the climate. I'm already on Gaze TV, earning Gaze token. I'm already on Cos.tv earning Cos token. I'm already on Odyssey earning Library token. These are all places that you might say, dude, that's worth nothing. Yeah, it's worth nothing right now. Start staking that stuff together. Bam. Get it on, get it going. You might as well upload you might as well dual upload. It's not a big deal. Love it. And then when YouTube says, well, you wanted it, we listened to you. Google is now partnering with Justin Sun and the Tron network, and now you can earn BTT on YouTube. What? Could you imagine? Oh my goodness. Holy BTT to the moon and Saturn and Mars and the stratospheric atmospheric universe. Holy crap. Could you imagine if YouTube got on the Tron network? Whoa. Wow. If they paid bits of crypto to watch videos, that'd be sick. I'd still rather be on a smaller platform. I love getting dropped library coin to watch content on Odyssey. I love it. I'll do the ironing, watching a video from a Yahoo I've never seen before on Odyssey, and I'm getting paid. On YouTube, not only are you watching ads, not only are you having a bad experience, ad after ad after ad, and then you got to put up with the YouTuber going, don't forget to smash that like button, share this out with all that shit that YouTube's given us. All the crap that YouTube makes creators do to simply somehow get through their ranks. Go to Odyssey. Okay, they're dual uploading, so you have to watch the crap there. Hey, thank you, www.superhex.win. Imagine if they got on Pulse Chain. Stay tuned. Right. Well, look, I don't know what that's about, but we'll learn about it. What I'm saying is, it's changing. The guard is changing. It's about to happen. I don't know. YouTube will take a long time to implement anything, but I reckon they're working. There's definitely a team at YouTube that are investigating what the crypto universe would look like on YouTube, how it could work, what blockchain they'd be involved in, who they'd partner with, blah 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 blah. It's coming. Hello, my friend. Atraxion. Hello, Atraxion. How you doing? PayPal is YouTube and Google currency. That's right. That's true. Yo, Gibbs, I wouldn't recommend ending your stake if Ethereum fees are going to kill it. Well, I'm not ending it. So let's continue reading this. I'm probably going to good account this. Okay, so option 2. Who did that? Who did that? Nissian with the follow. Hey, Nissian, thanks for following the Gives a Minute D-Live stream. Now that makes you the latest giver right here on the channel. Now, why would this make you a giver? Well, let me explain. You see, you're giving me your time to consume the content, whereas me, I'm a giver because I'm giving you my time to create the content. And so you see how we're both givers here, and this is a two-way street. But you're the latest giver on the Gives a Minute D-Live stream. Thanks for the follow. Didn't Justin Sun buy, didn't he buy lunch with Bezos or something? Didn't he pay maybe Justin Sun should be buying lunch with Susan Wojcicki. Get those two together and talk cryptocurrency. Mr. Emoji, thanks for the diamond, man. Yo, Nissan, I don't know what you're saying, man. Try to speak English. We don't speak your language. That's clear, being that we're speaking English. Warren Buffett, yeah, he paid thousands and thousands of dollars to have lunch with Warren Buffett. Go and have lunch with Miss Wojcicki and start talking about business. If it were me, I would just end stake and restake for longer because the share price isn't better than it is today. Okay, let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this. So option 2 is to choose good accounting. What we're talking about here, folks, my 2 stakes here, these 2 here on my HEX ladder, these 2 are 100% completed, but I do have obviously a bunch more. I've got a 555 here and a slightly less 555. So I want to do the best thing I can for keeping involved in HEX, right? I don't want to let this, I don't want to get out now. That's not what I want to do. I want to do the smart thing, keep this thing going. So there's 2 options here at the end, end stake. And when you click end stake, you can either end stake or you can choose good accounting. Now we're just learning about what good accounting actually does. So option 1 is to end stake, end your stake and mint your coins plus the interest. So that's take it and run. Option 2 is to choose good accounting, which takes the expired shares out of the pool, but does not mint them. This option can be chosen for tax purposes if you do not want to mint your coins at the time. So once you've done that, you could then just stake them back again, right? And then therefore you're not minting it, you're not putting it back into circulation. There is a 14-day grace period to choose either end stake or good accounting once your stake ends. After the 14 days, you will suffer a 1% weekly penalty for every week you don't end stake. Oh wow. Oh wow. I mean, that's good to know. I mean, this ended. I mean, we're still good. We're still good here. Yeah, we're still good. So, in the chat, expensive Buffett lunch. Most buffets are cheap. Dale, that's the funniest thing you've said for quite some time, dude. I appreciate that. Not anymore, Dale. They're all closed. T-shares is the secret source to HEX. I'm accumulating as much as possible. Staking long gives you bonus shares. So let's do this then. So I agree with that, Super HEX. Let's get as much T-shares as possible. So let's end stake here on the first one. We'll go good accounting. Good accounting. Alert, insufficient funds. The gas fee is $39. Are you kidding me? The gas fee is $39. Are you seeing this? I don't have. Ethereum raised the S-load cost recently, so ending stake is about 2.7 times more expensive than when we're used to. That's why the Pulse fork. See you later, Attraction. I mean, what do I do here then? I don't. Okay, so in my MetaMask, I've only got that much ETH, $4.43, and to take to I don't. Is that Aussie or that's US dollars? It's all in US. So if I was to, on my first one here, which is worth 157 US, I want to do good accounting. And it's going to cost me 38 bucks. And I don't have that. Now we're in a dilly of a pickle. Interesting. This is not just HEX, but everyone who uses the S old function. Music Man, that's not helping me at all, dude. Buy an NFT and sell for Bitcoin. That's not helping me at all, dude. I would just let it bleed. It costs more to unstake. What did I do? I hope I didn't reject. Your stakes would bleed 1% every 2 weeks. I would let it bleed. It costs more to unstake than it's worth, and you can try on the weekends for lower. Crikey. What? This is crap, right? This is garbage. But you're right, it would be cheaper to let it bleed. What was the bleed rate? There is a 14-day grace period to choose either end stake or good accounting once your stake ends. After 14 days, you will suffer a 1% weekly penalty. So it's not every 2 weeks. It's 1% every week. Mystery emoji. It's not every 2 weeks. Wow. ETH fees have been brutal for some time. On Pulse, it could be pennies to unstake, if not cheaper. How long until that happens, though, dude? Wow. What's the cost to do the smaller one, the $44 one? Good accounting. That's going to cost $25 to good accounting on the cheaper one, the one that I only got $44 for. This is sad. This is really sad to see. Effectively, the interest I've earned on this is worth nothing. There's no point. Okay, here's the thing. The interest I've earned on these time deposits is nothing compared to the fee that they charge me to use the service. So therefore, this is lousy short term. And I guess I should never have staked them for such a short term, but I guess we were trying to experiment, right? We're trying to learn. The idea of staking a small amount for a small time is ridiculous with HEX. You look at the fees there, and until this fork happens, but reminds me of a casino. The house makes money either way, fees. Yeah, right. The house always wins. Best place to keep up with Pulse Chain updates is on Telegram. You know what I'll do? I'll actually open that up, man. I'll open that up on my Telegram. I got a Telegram. I'll just join into it. How come it's not letting me choose Telegram? Where's Telegram? What is the fee if you end? Good point. By the way, I just joined. That didn't actually load that Telegram. Gaze Contentos. That didn't actually load it. Okay, there we go. Okay, cool. I joined that Telegram. Oh, that's a voice chat? Ah, shit. That's a voice chat Telegram. Okay. I didn't mean to do that. I just wanted to join it. We'll hang up there. Join. So you gotta join with us. You gotta join. Wow. Okay. How come I can't just follow the tab that? Join group at the bottom. Sorry, folks. My Telegram skills. I'm not 100%. I use Telegram, but obviously not that much. So we'll leave that there. I'll check that out off screen. I agree, Gibbs. Nobody could have predicted Ethereum congestion would be so high, and they could have purposely increased the S load. It's pretty sad. The Ethereum devs decided to raise the gas cost of the function that calculates the daily interest out of nowhere. What is the fee if you end? That was a good question. Let me have a look at that. So if I end instead of good accounting, yeah, because the good accounting was the one that gives you less fees. Imagine this is going to be huge. Hey, watch this. End stake. 43 gas fee. 43. That's the same. That's the same gas fee. Let me cancel that. That's the same gas fee if I end stake or if I good accounting. Oh no, it's not. It's you're saving $4. You're saving $4 by good accounting. So at this point, folks, what happens if I don't do anything after? Let me have a look at this. There is a 14-day grace period, so I've got about another. Get that off. Sorry, folks. I've got about another 13 days, or 12 days, because it's whatever. I've still got a little while to do anything. The grace period, and then every week I'll lose 1% until when? Until infinite? Until ever? Until forever? And how long until Pulse Chain will be ready? The good news is you will get a copy of all your HEX on Pulse, so you will be able to transact for cheap, and you will still have your ETH HEX. The good news is you'll have, say that again, you'll get a copy of all your HEX. They double your HEX? That doesn't make any sense. The good news is you will get a copy of all your HEX on Pulse. If they both have value, you just got free money. You can let it bleed out and pray for lower fees. You will lose 1% until the end of the stake or until it bleeds out completely. Pulse shouldn't take too long. Hex took about 2 years to develop because it was made from scratch. G'day, Crypto Vince. How you doing, man? Thank you for that info. So I'm obviously not going to do anything right now. That's outrageous. And I don't. And by the way, to do anything, I'd have to invest more money to do anything. I don't have that amount of ETH in my MetaMask. So I even if I wanted to, I don't have the funds to do it. So we're going to let it bleed. But what's this? You'll get a copy of your stakes from ETH HEX to Pulse. When you say copy, do you mean a duplicate? Like they will double whatever you've got? Why would they do that? I've got a few small stakes myself bleeding. Right. I'll check my bankroll. Yes, I will, Comtech. I'll do that next. It's best just to let it sit. Okay, cool. Yes, you'll get a copy of your stakes from ETH HEX to Pulse HEX. A duplicate. That's weird, man. So they're basically giving you free money. Do you have to do anything? Do you have to sign up or anything? Like, should I be signing up now? Should I be getting in on that, or is it just a case of if you have Hex and you're using hex.go.live, or .com, it'll give you a pop up or something? The ETH fee problem is real. It's real, all right. Because Richard is the giving tree. The giving tree. He cares about hexagons. Okay, well, if you see Richard around, tell him I said thanks. Tell him I said, what the hell, ETH fees? Crikey. Tell him I said, we want to continue this Hex ladder calendar mission, but I don't have the money to take the Hex out. I don't have the money to good account. So we'll just wait. I'm bleeding out. I'll bleed until Pulse is done. I'll bleed until my pulse gets checked. There's too many good euphemisms or metaphors there. I'm bleeding out. I'm bleeding out. Don't worry, your pulse. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. ETH fees. It's literally a duplicate, like a cell going through mitosis and splitting into two. It'll automatically copy across. Okay. When Bitcoin Cash forked Bitcoin, they all got one for one of the fork coin. Same for when Pulse forked Ethereum. Okay. You won't have to do anything. It's more or less automatic. Okay, Crypto Vince, thank you. Mr. Emoji, thank you for the diamond, dude. Well, look, okay, at this particular point, Mr. Emoji, thank you for the second diamond. I appreciate that. At this particular juncture, thank you for the third diamond, Mr. Emoji. I appreciate that. Are you going to let me say this freaking sentence or what? At this particular juncture, let's move on from HEX. We're going to leave... I mean, we've learned what we're going to do, right? That was the idea here, to learn about what would be the best thing to do here. I have my HEX stakes. I have them sitting there. They're looking good. Everything looks tickety-boo. I got a 555 here. It's going to be coming out January 28, 2036 at 11 a.m. It's currently worth $290. I've got $1,000 in this one. This one here, 1,317. That's coming out November 18, 2025. So I'm invested here, right? I'm invested for the long term. So this was never going to be a stint. The only reason we did 2 short stakes was to actually learn the process and see how it all goes together. The learn is, wow, ETH. So we've learned. So let's leave it at that. Let's move on. It gets even better. If you have Ethereum, you might get free Pulse, or if you have any ERC20, you might get a copy of those too. Wow, Pulse is a huge deal. Nobody realizes yet. Yeah. I mean, it's huge. It's huge. Hendrik, there is shit happening in the background because I stood up for you. Not happy, Jan. Hendrik, can I talk to you about that sometime? Not now. I don't know what you're talking about, but something's going down. It's going down like the Ethereum charges. So folks, let's move on. I'm going to leave it at that. Let's go ahead and now do our weekly div check on bankroll.network. Hey, by the way, hexagons, sounds stupid, but class dismissed. You're free to leave. No one needs... Mr. Emoji, thank you for the diamond. No one needs to come and see me after class. You've all done extremely well. I appreciate you all being here in this class. We do this class every Wednesday at the same time. So whatever the time you've got now, we do this every Wednesday, our crypto stream. Not always HEX related, but there will be, if Pulse is something big and I've got to keep an eye on it for the 2-week grace period, the 1% bleed, blah, blah, blah. We're going to keep our eyes on this. So I appreciate you guys being here with me to talk about this together, because it has been... Look, I appreciated when you all came in the first time. It was very, very kind, very generous, very... It was a really interesting introduction into cryptocurrency, how strong the HEX community came out into my chat. Now, we understand now why that's all subsided. You're off to another place to get more crew in. I get that. That's completely fine. But don't forget, you're always welcome here on a Wednesday crypto stream. Thank you for the diamond there, Super Win. Thanks for having us. Glad to help. Cheap fees soon. Cheers, man. I'm glad you let me know about that, man. Great to see you again, Gibbs. Just heard you needed some help, so I popped in. Thank you, Crypto Vince. That's cool, man. Look. Thank you, man. Thank you, dudes. And yeah, say hi to the rest of the community. And yeah. Every Wednesday, crypto, not always HEX, but certainly we're going to look at Pulse and get our stuff in order. So thank you. And it's kind of weird. I'm saying farewell to you. You don't have to leave, but I'm just saying we'll move on from HEX. So let's go and have a look at bankroll.network. So we'll get rid of that there. If we go to bankroll.network, so this will pull in from my... How come there's a, on my Metamask, there's a little one there? Oh, we'll just reject that, of course. So we'll pull in here with the Tronlink wallet now. So I'll have to put in a series of numbers here, sorry, a series of dots. If you want to copy my password, it's that dot, that dot, that dot. It's a series of dots. Yeah, look, just those dots. If you want to get into my Tronlink, just grab those dots and you're in. It's pretty easy, yeah. I mean, by the way, I'm sure someone's done that, right? I'm sure someone's gone with a password which is just, what is it, shift and 8 for the dot. They're like, yeah, I try to fool them because they keep giving me the dots, so I started using them. I haven't done that, but someone probably has. So here's my Tronlink wallet. Some BTT here from staking on DLive to the tune of $3. Some TRX here just to play with. Oh, some other coins in there. Oh, we got some new coins in there, crikey. Be aware of these scam coins. Big scam coins. The one that's not a scam coin, though, is the CompTech token. Where is it? Where is CompTech token? Where is it? There it is, folks. This one here is actually CompTech's token. Right there, folks. Bamski. That's actually not a scam. That's a real token from CompTech in the chat. Thanks, Bernard. Got it. Yeah, just put in those dots and just choose how many you think. Bitcoin looks happy. What's Bitcoin at right now, Hendrik? So, in here, we have 3 features that we use. We use Stronghold, we use Stockpile, and we use Flow. Now, I don't know how to use Flow, I'm being honest. I have Flow. I'm on the Flow. I don't know how it works. Safe came in and suggested we buddy him up, and we did. And now I don't really understand it, to be honest. But there it is. Flow is there. So instead, let's have a look at our weakest link here, which is Stockpile. Stockpile is the one with the smallest amount invested in it, so the divs will be pretty small here. So yeah, very small. Hardly anything. Hardly even worth speaking about. Let's roll it over and get out of there quickly. Now here comes my request signature, which I have. I'm going to enable automatic signatures because I do trust bankroll.network. I want to add the automatic signature to the whitelist. So there's the roll, and now that one's not even worth discussing how small that is. But if we go to Stronghold, this is the one where I've got the most invested. Let's take a look at our divs here when this loads. So this week, from doing jack poo, literally nothing, we've earned $27 just by having our TRX invested in Stronghold. This is the return. Excuse me while I put some shoes on. My feet are getting cold underneath here. It's getting into winter in Australia, and I got a holy slipper. Bitcoin is 54. Oh, okay, cool. That's good. I'm glad I bought in that 2000 at 48. That's really cool. So there we go. We're going to roll over our divs here, folks. We've done it 13 times in the past. The idea is that I've got a calendar alert. It's going to come up after 12 months. It's going to say, take out your Stronghold. Because there's a 10% input fee and a 10% deposit fee and a 10% withdrawal fee. So that's kind of a high fee, right, to deposit in. So you don't want to be doing this short term. So we've done it we're going to do it for 12 months. The idea is to see how much we're going to earn. So $27 for this week. Hell yeah. So let's roll this crap over. This is going to go from 13 to 14. This will go back to 0. And now the total Stronghold is 9.097K. And that is our bankroll.network. We do that weekly just to see how things are going. But we do have other content here that we were going to look at. Let me talk about... So, BitClout. This is a viewer request, but let us go and have a look at my BitClout coin first. So if we go back to the Brave browser and type in BitClout, this will go to my coin. Now what this is a cryptocurrency based social media site attempting to rival Twitter, if you like. This is what the site looks like. It's pretty clunky. It's a little, the user interface is a little bit but again, it's not trying to be suave and swank. It's just trying to beat, or it's trying to lay down an idea that could be better than Twitter. So at this particular juncture, you can follow people and they can put up, posts and stickers and whatnot, and images and links to videos and whatnot. This is all social, right? So I've got an account. My account looks like this. Gives a minute. My profile looks like this. I've made a few posts here, some surfing related content, and just a little bit of this and that. Now, the most important thing about BitClout is that everybody that joins gets given a coin. So when you sign up to BitClout, they give you a coin, and therefore you are a creator with a creator coin. Now, at that particular juncture, the value of that coin is worth nothing because everybody gets one. The value, or the value proposition, comes in when people start buying your coin based on your social standing. So you can create content and you can be a content creator, and therefore if you join up to BitClout, your coin could be bought by people that believe in what you're doing, and therefore they're giving value to your coin. The beautiful thing is, as the creator, you keep a percentage of each coin that gets purchased. So therefore, you're earning by people earning off you. Now, it has been slammed with a lot of criticism. Mainly, the biggest criticism I see is that they're using, see this here? Elon Musk, this guy Naval, DA5ID, Ariana Grande. These are all people that have not joined the platform, but the platform has given them their coin. So you might say they're not on the platform, yet there's a coin for them. It's a weird approach, right? It's a weird thing to do. But I think the idea, and we'll find out in this video that we got, but I think the idea is that the platform will eventually have Elon Musk if the platform is deemed worthy enough. If the thing that they're building is rival or trying to rival Twitter, and if it succeeds in that quest, then there will be an Elon Musk. So what they did is they parked these creators, and they gave the option for these creators to come over and claim their coin. Now, what that does to the marketplace is astronomical, because as soon as you see Elon Musk's coin and it's going for dirt cheap because no one's on the platform because it's all brand new, well, then you go and buy that coin, and you've bought in at Elon Musk's coin at an extremely low price. And then what happened? Everybody did that. And this is the value of Mr. Elon Musk's coin here on BitClout. As you can see here, this profile is reserved. His coin, as held by himself, 43, he owns 43 of his coin to the value of $2.6 million. Now you might say, well, where does that money even come from? That's the people buying his coin based on their belief that he will be a successful BitClout creator because it's Elon freaking Musk. So that's an example of how it sort of almost works for itself in that regard. The biggest criticism is that people, you know, they're saying that they're making money off Elon Musk. They're not actually making money. This money is sitting there in the pool waiting for him to come up. So essentially Elon joins up and claims 2 million. At the click of a join, Elon becomes $2.6 million richer. Bam, like that. So what I did was I signed up, of course, and I thought, well, you know, so I thought, even if this site is the stupidest thing ever and it doesn't go anywhere, what if Elon says, hey man, that thing's garbage and I want nothing to do with it, and I'm going to fight them until they give everybody their money back for that. What about if that happens? I said, well, okay, anything could happen with this, right? It could be a complete BitConnect, could be a complete scam, right? If it is, my point is, don't invest much into it, but invest something in it, a little into it, because if it's a success, and I'm going to be a success because I refuse to not be a success, I'm going to continue with this trajectory that I've been on from the beginning of my online content creation. I'm going somewhere, regardless of whether BitClout comes with me. I'm going somewhere. So you can bet on that, right? You can bank on that I'm going somewhere with my content. BitClout, I'm on there because it's so new and it's so interesting. It's such an interesting platform, right? It's very interesting. Thanks, Toothboy. Such an interesting concept that I got on there immediately, and lo and behold, I couldn't believe it. My coin sold. Check this out. Check this out. Let's go to my profile. My Creator Coin. My Creator Coin has sold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So there's been 3 of my coins bought. 3.8 of my coins have been purchased to the tune of $27 US. Now, as I said earlier, you always hold a percentage of your own coin. So I hold 0.6% of my coin to the value of $4.67. So here's the thing. These people, I don't know who First Coins is. I don't know who the Queen of Clout is. I know who Scribbles is. I know who Johnson is. Thank you, Johnson. Thank you, Scribbles. I don't know who Crypto Schmide is. But these people invested in my coin a little bit, right? A small amount. 80, like Scribbles put down less than $1. Johnson put down less than $1. Crypto Schmide put down hardly anything, 2 cents. But this is the point. At this juncture, that's the time when you can do that, because go forward from a year from now, and if BitClout is huge, I'm definitely going to be making more content. I'm going to be going up, right? And if BitClout goes up, then that goes up. And then the more that I invest in it, your value of your purchase goes up. The value of my coin goes up. This is how this thing works. Now, all that said, Tesla Corp, who has sold 10% of their Bitcoin now, apparently Facebook is going to buy in. Elon makes more money but by tweeting about some stupid dog that does not exist, but is somehow funny. It's interesting. So that all said, there is a lot of critiquing of this coin, of this platform, BitClout. So let's take a look at this video that was linked in my chat by I can't recall who linked this video, but linked it, and it was a little while ago. So let's have a look at this.
The legend of the flying Lambo scam known as BitClout continues, ladies and gentlemen, and we're talking about it today. I've been doing some deep digging into the blockchain, and I found out who holds all the risk. Surprise, it's you. It's not the founders. It's not Tyler or Cameron Winkle twins, whatever their names are. It's you. I hope you're happy to know that, and it gets worse. There's some sketchy shenanigans that I think you should know about if you ever want to consider investing in this scam. Look, I think it's a good idea. A decentralized Twitter or something. That's basically what it is, like a poor man's Twitter right now. It's just the founders are greedy and trying to extract the maximum amount of money from you in the most kind of a cynical way possible. Let's talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the $10 million studio. I'm your host, CoffeeZilla, and today, like I said, we're doing some deep diving into the blockchain. I never thought it'd be a blockchain
This is an interesting concept for a channel, CoffeeZilla.
Explorer, but here we are. BitClout, guys, you know it. Do you love it? I don't know. A lot of people like the idea, as I was saying earlier. It's supposed to be a decentralized Twitter. That's what it bills itself as. If you check out, the front page, it looks very aspirational. It calls itself the crypto social network, but there are some incredibly important details that have been left out conveniently of the white paper that I'd like to tell you about today. Now, last time on our last video of BitClout, the worst scam I've seen in a while, we talked about how they were stealing creators' identity, stealing their right to publicity to get some free money. And they've so far accumulated about $200 million in Bitcoin. No, I did not.
So that's not exactly, that's not very accurate, because they haven't accumulated anything. The money that the value of those creators that they've stolen, that's not anyone's money. That's just sitting there waiting for the creator to claim. So they haven't made money off that. What the hell is with this zooming? It's doing my head in. Yeah, this is a weird channel. Yeah, very weird. His audio is pretty crap too, to be honest.
$1 million, and it's being seen and valued at $1 billion. And I'm just looking at this like, it's like a bad movie, right? It's like if it's this bad movie and all your friends are like trying to pretend it's good. It's like, no, that's bad. Except instead of like your friends pretending the movie's good because, you know, whatever, maybe they're hyped up about it. It's like the friends are pretending it's good because they got paid in advance to be incentivized that it's good. That's what's happening. All these guys that you think are fans of BitClout have been prepaid.
I haven't.
To join in. That's what we're talking about today. See, there's something called the Genesis block we're going to talk about today. This is The pre-mine, this is what happens before you ever get access to it, before I ever get access. For investors and founders, they kind of...
Music Man's got a link. We're not really taking links, Music Man, and you'll be right at the back of the list, man. Like all the way down to the bottom of the list of the tabs. We got a lot of tabs to get through here, folks.
A little money off to
Thank
the
you.
side. This is not totally atypical. A little bit frowned upon to take too much, though, because if you take a huge chunk of your currency up front, this is seen as a short-sighted move to extract maximum amounts of money. Now, previously, Diamond Hands, the creator of BitClout, said there was a pre-mine of 2 million Bitcoin out of a total supply of something like 21 million Bitcoin, although he said because it doubles every million BitClout, it's going to be a max of 19 million BitClout. So there's a pre-mine of 2 million. That sounds reasonable, right? It's like it's a little over 10% for founders and investors. Well, turns out that wasn't exactly true. See, if you actually go to the Blockchain Explorer and go to blockchain,
Warrior, how you doing, man?
you actually find out is that
Mayonnaise,
this
wow!
was
Thank you, my friend.
the total
How you doing,
pre-mine
man?
was actually 8
Thank you, Warrior.
million BitClout. That is equal to 42% of the total supply of BitClout that will ever exist. Hey, it's been pre-mined, meaning you don't have access to it. Where did that money go? Where did it go? Well, it is true that 2.3 million went to the founders, but we don't know where the other 5.7 million BitClout went. But quickly I realized this whole thing was set up to benefit everyone who were early investors and to screw over anyone who got in late, right? This is not a project that's built to last. This is a project that's built to benefit the people who got in early. So as part of the pre-mine, I ended up cross-referencing all the public, keys with BitClout's Blockchain Explorer, whatever. It doesn't matter how I did it. Anyway, this is what we found. These are all
Nobody
the
knows?
users
Nobody
who
knows,
got
Warrior?
BitClout from
Nobody
the
knows
Genesis
how you
block,
are?
meaning they didn't do anything.
If anybody knows, you'd know, wouldn't you? I said, how you doing? Nobody knows how you doing? Let us know how you doing, man. Music Man has to count all the way to 55. Your time starts now.
They didn't pay for it. They just got it credited to their account.
Oh,
now,
so
if you
where
notice,
the
our
shit?
big boy Chamath, at the current price of BitClout, has $15 million credited. Some people attach their real names to it. Some people don't. The point is that these are the names that got publicly credited with BitClout. But these names will come back later. Now, of course, this valuation is kind of silly right now because, of course, you can't get BitClout over to Bitcoin. This is just theoretically how much money they have.
I meant nobody watched. Oh, right. Sorry, dude. I missed that. This guy's a strange channel. This is a strange video. I don't really... Yeah, I don't really like it, to be honest. Not because of the content. Like, you got to be open to learning about this and that. But what's all this zoom cuts and all that crap?
Yeah. So that's the first part of the scheme summarized. Investors got paid out huge sums of BitClout, and a total of 42% of all existing BitClout, that will ever exist, already has been minted, or pre-mined, if you will. Now, for this next part, I want to refer to our good old boy Gin and Juice here. Snoop Dogg. Should I claim my BitClout? He asked on April 7th, and somebody responds, "Yee, bro, buys your BitClout first, jump on the join clubhouse, and I'll explain. Otherwise, everyone will benefit from your coin and pump the value." This is the stupid growth hack that BitClout has put people in.
But that's how it works. That's literally how it works. And you can see that by Elon. He hasn't claimed his, yet it's worth 2.2 million to him. It's like this is a weird angle to take to slam the platform, because the idea is that the public can give value to their creator and earn off it. So if you really love a creator, whoever they are, you can get a piece of what they're doing, and then you earn off it when that value increases because everybody else loves that creator. Like that's the very concept of BitClout, and it works. It works to the point where even before a creator has joined up, they've already got a value there. I don't get how this could be I don't understand how this could be a slam. I work for this platform. I came out of retirement. Now I'm full time. You work for BitClout? Warrior? You work for BitClout? Seriously?
People look at BitClout, they go, whoa, I got huge sums of money. All these big celebrities, they say, hey, I have huge sums of money in BitClout. I should go claim it. Look, it's free money, right? This is part of the scheme, because when Snoop Dogg goes to his profile, he sees that he has 41 coins worth $375,000. That's really interesting. Who doesn't want almost $500,000 for doing absolutely nothing? But the only problem is, where is this money coming from? Well, this is where a guy named Crypto Shiro comes in. He's done an incredible thread. I'll link it in the description below on this whole scheme, and it blew my mind. BitClout is artificially pumping reserved creator profiles to make it look like they're really valuable.
This is getting weird. This is getting weird, the way he's describing this. Warrior, I work for DLive. Not as an employee, but as an entertainer. Oh, I see what you're saying. Gotcha. Well, congrats on the new job.
In order for legit creators to come in, thereby endorsing BitClout, to get BitClout, you have to tweet about it. So you have to endorse BitClout. That gets your followers to think BitClout is a legitimate endeavor that they should go put their money in. By the way, you can't get your money out, which then...
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Sort of legitimizes the whole project. So how are they artificially pumping these things? Well, on March 11th...
That's the... Okay, I've said it before. That is the concept behind the site. The fan gives the creator the value and also claims a percentage of it by owning the coin. That's a revolutionary concept, right? Instead of sitting here zooming in and out and pulling everything apart, he should be praising this.
They started sending BitClout to all the profiles that were reserved, not like the investors, right? And they had the profiles automatically buy up their own coin. See, if you notice, Snoop Dogg already holds his own coin despite not having joined the platform at all, not having set a founder reward, nothing. So how did this happen? Well, they were sent BitClout by these two Genesis public keys, okay? Remember, the Genesis block, there were, I think, 482 Genesis keys.
Okay, so this is interesting. If you don't have an account on there, you haven't made a choice of what percentage of each coin you're gonna hold yourself. So when I signed up, it said of every coin that's sold, of every gives a minute coin, how much percentage will you hold? And I chose 30%. So this is the first interesting point he's brought up, that because the creator's not there, is the site just using a default? I think the default was 20%, to be honest. I think I went up to 30, but I think the default was 20. So is the site just leaving it at a default 20%? I'm pretty sure this is not legal under the Australian consumer law. Okay. Charlotte Rose, hey Hendrik. Well, it's like having a signature of a famous actor or a rock star. It's kind of like that, right? Yeah, it is kind of like that. But yeah, this is interesting. This is interesting. For sure.
That were given these 8 million BitClout that no one knows where they are, who they're to, etc. Now, one profile named Master specifically his job was basically to send BitClout to these starter profiles, these profiles they stole.
They didn't steal anybody. They made profiles. They parked them. But if they sent them BitClout, that is pretty. Like, I didn't get BitClout sent to me when I joined up. I sold my coins. I sold 4 of them immediately. Not immediately, but I went out and advertised it. So they got given. Yeah, yeah, okay. This is the first intriguing point he's made. So I thought that was wrong. I thought Snoop Dogg and Elon haven't touched the site, but the site gave them a profile. The viewers on the site was like, holy crap, Elon Musk. Oh, and look at the cheapness of his coin. Get me on that. Get me on that now. He's not there yet. You're aware he's not there. Yeah, but get me on it. Get me on it. And I thought that's where the value came from. But it sounds like what he's about to say, or what he's about to show, is that the site actually invested a heck of a lot into their profiles. Yeah, which is to artificially pump the value. But would Elon Musk need to be artificially pumped? I don't know. Elon, you want an artificial pump? Crikey.
Pump up the value artificially so that these creators think to themselves, maybe I should go claim that. Now remember, in the Genesis block, Master got 100,000 BitClout, so that's how he did it. Now, when Snoop Dogg goes on his profile, he thinks that there's legitimate interest in his profile, when in reality, this is minted pre-mined coins that are essentially worthless, right?
Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. That's a strange one. Is that wrong though? It sounds wrong, doesn't it, to make a profile of someone that's not there and then send coins to them, give them an artificial value. It sucks because it would have happened anyway. As soon as the public saw Elon there, and they're aware that he's not quite there, they would have sold the coin anyway. Yeah, right. Interesting.
Right? They're not worth anything. It costs absolutely $0 to make them. Now, this gets more insidious when you look at profiles even bigger, like Justin Bieber, one of the biggest profiles on BitClout. Now, BitClout would get a lot of credibility by him joining, right? So rather than go about this the official way and, prove that their company's valuable and prove that they have real legitimacy, well, first, what do? Well, they pre-give Justin Bieber a bunch of coins so his valuation just gets pumped up. They just throw 40 coins at a creator just so they pump up his value right away. Then,
mind you, to be honest, I'm just thinking about it laterally here. That's no different than YouTube putting PewDiePie or Casey Neistat on the trending tab. Why would YouTube put massive creators on the trending tab to pump up their creator profile? Why? Because they get all the ad revenue. It's kind of the same thing if you really think about it. It's just like the app or the platform promoting the big earners. The only difference is they're not here yet. Those owners aren't there. It's a parked profile. We should send BTT to PewDiePie. I don't know what he'd do with it.
They have people like Fallows invest 13 coins. He's from the Genesis block, and he's one of the main holders of Justin Bieber coin. Guess who else is? Happy Penguin. Happy Penguin is also one of the Genesis block guys. With Elon Musk, it's the same story. It's a bunch of anonymous accounts. I wonder who those could be. I wonder if they're the hundreds of anonymous accounts.
You would think PewDiePie has his own coin?
Block. You also have the Talent Fund, who incidentally, yeah.
Let's see if he's over here on BitClout. Where's my BitClout? Here it is. Let's see if PewDiePie's over here. Reserved profile. His coin. So his coin, his value 177,000K. Gotcha there. So he's there. Well, he's not there, but he's parked. He's parked.
Yeah, right there. One of the other largest holders is Arts. Is Arts one of the guys? Oh, why, yes. He's one of the top 10 most rewarded BitClout holders, right? The Genesis block. Now, what does this mean? Well, it means when people like Snoop Dogg are asking, should I claim my BitClout? And people say, well, yeah, it's free money. It's really not. It's just invented money that they pre-mined, pumped up your valuation, gave you a bunch of fake coins that they also, I guess, pre-mined. I guess the whole thing is like to pressure you to join. They're just throwing away money. Now, you might say, well, I don't know, it's a growth hack strategy, whatever. But there's an important problem. This lures in legitimate investors who think these crazy valuations are due to actual demand, who will then throw real money after fake money. This is the whole beautiful thing about crypto. Back in the day when people launched a company, guess who took the risk? The founder. The founder didn't cash out till an IPO. There's some kind of an exit event. But until then, they're taking all the risk. Crypto, some of these projects have managed to figure out how to put all the risk on you. The guy, Diamond Hands, or Nader Theory as we think he is, does he take a loss, the creator? No, he walks away with a $200 million bag after failing. What happens to your money? Because you're expected to buy in with real Bitcoin. So even if it fails, you take the loss, not the founders, right? And the point is, they're no worse for the wear. Yeah, maybe you lost some money, but did they? So let's just try to write.
He does make a good point. I'm seeing the logic. I hate his delivery, but he is making a good point. The artificial pumping up to assume, or not assume, but to provide to present a false presentation of a creator, right? Yeah. Why is it called clout? BitClout? It's like a combination of clout and Bitcoin. It's so illegal under Aussie law, no one will ever make a henny coin. You could sign one up today, Hendrik.
Run back a brief conclusion of this whole platform, this whole social media experiment that says it's just coins and code. Remember from the white paper, guys, last episode? It's just coins and code. Here's how it worked. They got a bunch of famous people who are kind of known in the investing crypto space. I don't know how they got them involved. I don't know how much these people knew ahead of time. Full disclosure, they could have had no idea what was going on. They could have had a lot of idea. Okay. But they go, hey, you want to be involved in this thing? We'll give you a huge chunk of the currency. And we'll pre-mine 42% of it.
What did you got there, Music Man? The URL expiry date? Yeah, but they'd renew that.
What we're going to do with that. Then what we're going to do, we're going to take all the popular creators on Twitter. We're going to steal their identity, upload them to our platform, preload them with a bunch of fake money. And we're going to artificially set their creator value at like this huge inflated price. So that when these people go look, they go, wow, this is a big platform with a lot of creators. By the way, a lot of the Genesis mining guys, you tell them, hey, why don't you go invest some of that? Invest some of that in the creators before anyone else has access. So they get access to all the top creators before you do, thereby running up the price. Now, this is all before you ever see anything. Then...
Couldn't it be said at this point that these Genesis creators that he's talking about, couldn't it be said that they've taken their own investments into this? Like we don't know where this value in BitClout comes from. This master, the Chamath, and the Talent Fund, we don't know where they've made this platform. So it goes to say that possibly they had invested a hell of a lot of their own investment into the platform. It's okay for him to say they artificially pumped up the value of someone's coin with fake money, but where did the money come from originally? They must have put their own investment in. I could, sure, but Elon could not make a henny coin. So when I get $1,000 donation, do they take it? They don't take money off the creator. No, there's obviously a percentage, right? It's not you don't get a donation. Someone buys your coin, warrior. Someone buys your coin, like my coin, right? Look, I'll show you again. Where's my So this is my profile here. Well, that's PewDiePie. This is my profile here. This is my creator coin. So I signed up here and I set my value, my holdings to 30% of whatever coin gets sold. And then these people bought on at my coin. This person, First Coins, bought $1.79 worth. Queen of Clout bought $1.19. Scribbles bought 11 cents worth. Johnson bought 11 cents worth. And Crypto Schmied bought less than 2 cents of my coin. Now, here's the thing. Like I said earlier, I'm only going to continue with creation. I'm not going anywhere. This site may go downhill, right? It may be a complete scam. This whole thing could fall apart. At the point where Crypto Schmied and Johnson and Scribbles and the Queen of Clout and First Coins got in, this is a very low level. Fast forward 5 years from now when possibly BitClout is bigger than Twitter and suddenly my coin is worth a hell of a lot more. At the point that they bought in, they're winning, I'm winning, they're earning off that winning, and the site wins. The idea is for the creator to win, the site to win, and those that own the coin to win. So at that point, there's my creator coin link in the chit chat if you want to go and make an investment. Not suggesting that the site's going to be here forever, I don't know, but I'm just saying that at the point that we're at right now, it's so new and so my value is so little, and I'm only going to keep creating, right? We know that. So there's that to think about. Let's continue with this.
You get introduced to the thing by saying, wow, guys, hey, look, Tyler and Cameron Winklevoss, the Winkle twins, they're involved, guys. Who's ever heard of them losing out on anything? Let's all dive into that. Not knowing their way to make money is this thing being valuable. Meanwhile, journalists are writing articles about how a mysterious influencer stock market is worth $1 billion. I don't know, a month after launch? Really? $1 billion? That's what you think this thing's worth? I think it's worth the exact amount the last idiot puts into it. But even apart from the scam, think about what if it actually works? What if they actually become the next Twitter, as they say they want to be? I mean, right? Like they want to be the crypto social network. Do you know the insane fees that are going to be charged per tweet? Because as you know, you have to pay fees for all this stuff, right? When you tweet or
no, you don't.
When you clout or I don't know what they call it. you have to pay. And as the price of these fees goes up, what do you think the regular people who are supposed to make up the main body of this thing are going to do?
I've made I've made a bunch of posts. I didn't pay anything.
Do you think you're going to want to pay $1 to tweet? I don't think so.
Those
I think
Zooms,
the final
yeah,
feature of this project can be best
ticking me off,
summarized
too.
by this guy named Chamath. He talks about growing a business too fast and how it leads to destruction.
So here's my little theory about company value creation. The faster you build it, that is the half-life. It will get destroyed in the same amount of time. And so when you think about a lot of like social businesses, that's played out. And when you see sort of like what the top, so like, you know, does it take 8, 9, 10 years to build a really great consumer business? It'll take 8, 9, 10, 12 years to destroy it. And we may see the tipping point on a couple of these businesses. Right now, we may be seeing it in front of our eyes.
Well said, Chamath. It took about a month and a half, 2 months. BitCloud exploded into a $1 billion business seemingly overnight. I wonder how long it'll take for this thing to collapse. No matter what all the people who are profiting off this site want to tell you, this is not going to be the future of Twitter. People are not going to want to pay BitCloud.
No
to
worries,
go
Lady
tweet.
Crotchetta.
And you'll be
Have a
knowing
good
the
sleep.
full time that
Good night.
basically you gave the bag to people who already have the bag. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, honestly, you almost have to admire the architecture of this whole thing. It's built perfectly to capitalize on people's FOMO and greed. But will it work in the long run? I don't think so. I think this team has demonstrated a pattern of lies and deception and what people are saying is genius marketing, which just basically amounts to breaking publicity, like right to publicity laws. Yeah, breaking the law. Cool strat, guys. Let's see how that works out for you. Anyways, that's my follow-up.
Okay, so that's his opinion, and I don't share his opinions, but it is worth noting what he was saying. Very, you know, you got to take this stuff. You got to look into this, right? You got to think about it. And I agree with a couple of things he said. I don't agree with a bunch of things that he came up with, but let's move on from there because the person who wanted me to watch that's not here anyway. And yeah, I feel like we did that for them. They came in, sucks, man. They came in so many times pushing me to do that, and I said we do a crypto stream on it every Wednesday, and now it's Wednesday and that person hasn't been here. So let's take a look at another viewer request. This is a coin called Casper. Again, I don't know anything about this. We're going to learn about it together. Casper, the future-proof blockchain built for enterprise adoption. Okay, so it's not a coin, it's a blockchain. About Casper. Casper is a proof-of-stake network. Casper is a proof-of-stake blockchain network optimized for enterprise and developer adoption. That doesn't make much sense to me. The Casper network is the first live blockchain built off of the correct by construction Casper specification, allowing the network to create sustainable new markets and unlock value by tokenizing nearly any asset without compromising performance or security. Activity on Casper is governed by CSPR, the network's native token. So that's the token, CSPR. So just as a little side note, when you read this sort of stuff, it's very corporate speak. That doesn't sound like that just goes over my head, to be honest. So don't worry too much if it's going over your head, because it's gone over mine. Key highlights, CBC Casper. Early Ethereum developers designed CBC Casper to bring finality and flexibility to blockchain-based consensus protocols. Finality increases security as it guarantees past decisions are irreversible and makes decisions deterministic rather than probabilistic. Furthermore, Casper is flexible and block times can be adjusted. I don't want to read too much about this. However, let us take a look at this video. Casper Labs. This came out February this year. Next Pro Blockchain? Question mark. Casper. Let's take a look, folks.
Hey everyone, Presley here, your second favorite Uniswap ape. So in today's video, I want to cover Casper Labs, which I think is a really, really huge upcoming project that I think everyone should definitely check out. And
He's definitely South African. Corporate speak. Yes, Hendrik, very corporate.
try their best to get in. So what's super hype, just to start off with, is CoinList just announced that their token sale will be Casper Labs. It's the next sale on their website. And if you don't know why that is such a big deal, if you have a look at their previous sales, Cello Gold, Solana, NuCypher, and Flow. So if we have a look at those market caps of these raises, even though they did raise quite a lot, the market cap of NuCypher, 300 million, Flow, 500 million, Solana, 5 billion, and Cello, 436 million. So all of their projects have really, performed exceptionally well. And I think Casper will not be an exception to that. I think it's also going to perform exceptionally well. And that's why I think it will be very important for you to try and get in. So Casper Labs is raising quite a lot as well. But as you saw from the previous raises, they all raised a lot, but now you can see how well they've performed. In terms of their Telegram, they've got 7,000 online. I think this is really going to go up even more, especially closer to the sale time, which is in March. We'll get to that a bit later with all the information, but definitely join their Telegram. So if we have a look at the Casper Labs website, so business at the speed of markets, Casper Labs develops and maintains Casper, an open source blockchain optimized for enterprise and developer adoption. So of course it's a blockchain, and blockchains tend to do really well. Obviously they raise a lot more, but the market caps have a lot of potential. AVAX, Solana, for example, Near, all of these blockchains really have extremely high market cap. And I think Casper Labs can achieve that as well. They've got a video here with all the information when the team. So Casper, they say why Casper? So it's a proof of stake blockchain. Casper was built off the original CBC Casper specifications designed by Ethereum developers. Enterprise optimized, businesses can choose to build private or permissioned applications on the network. It's scalable. So Casper's proof of stake architecture enables sharding, a database scaling solution, and future-proof. So they have upgradable contracts, predictable gas fees, and WebAssembly ensure Casper evolves.
See, again, all these things that he's pointing at here, they sound like they could be any blockchain. I don't want to be arrogant about it, but every time you hear about a new coin and about why it's better than the other one, they're always the same things. It's always the same stuff.
As businesses do. So I'm not even going to go
as
too
businesses
much
do
into detail about what it actually is, because it's a block.
What did he just say? I'm not going to go into too much detail about what it actually is. We want to know what it is.
Ensure Casper evolves as businesses do. So I'm not even going to go too much into detail about what it actually is, because
I'm not going to go into too much detail about what it actually is, but you should all invest in it. Weird, right? This is the thing we see a lot with cryptocurrency. I'm not going to go too detailed into what it actually is or does, but this is the chance for you to get in. You should get in now. They're doing a big sale of it. I don't know what to tell you what it is though. Hey, Sadask, thanks for following the Gives a Minute D live stream. Now that makes you the latest giver right here on the channel. Now, why would this make you a giver? Well, let me explain. You see, you're giving me your time to consume the content, whereas me, I'm a giver because I'm giving you my time to create the content. And so you see how we're both givers here, and this is a two-way street. But you're the latest giver on the Gives a Minute D live stream. Thanks for the follow. I'm not going to tell you too much about what this channel is, but you need to follow it.
It's a blockchain that's going on CoinList. I mean, that's all you kind of need to know for your investment decision.
What?
And
that's all you need to know?
Blockchain that's going on
Crikey.
detail about what it actually is, because it's a blockchain that's going on CoinList. I mean, that's all you kind of need to know.
So because it's a blockchain and it's going to be on CoinList, you've got to invest in it. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, this is the problem that I see in cryptocurrency. The ones that are doing really interesting new concepts kind of get pushed aside, and everyone that's got a new coin or a new blockchain that does the same thing as the last one gets promoted up. Like, oh, you better this is the first chance for you to get into this. It's great. Get into the base level. Good. I'm not going to tell you what it actually is or it does though.
for your investment decision. And also, if you have a look at their investors and their partners, I mean, you can have a look through here and you can see the really, really big names, and that should also kind of seal the deal for you. Then in terms of their team, Brinal, the CEO, Meda, CTO, and some other fellas. I got the LinkedIn, obviously, public team that doesn't even need saying. Here's some more information on the team. It's obviously a lot bigger than the people you saw over there. You know, they got a whole lot of segments of their team: business and finance, marketing, the engineering sector. I mean, it's really a huge project. And as I say here, it's by veterans that worked at these companies, obviously huge companies. Super impressive. So next up, let's go through the coin list announcement and the information on the sales. Obviously, try your best to get in. Just one thing to remember, the previous coin list sales were really insane. I mean, the website just couldn't handle the traffic, and that was before this insane bull market. So I really expect it to be even worse. So don't be surprised if you can't log into the website, if you can't, you know.
Look at those key words on the video: decentralization, privacy, programmability, security, and scalability. And that checks off every single video about a new blockchain-based token.
Get to the information page or anything like that. So just be prepared for that. However, just try it anyways. So here's some more information about Casper that we already went through. So now let's get to the sale options. So there's going to be 3 options.
Folks, I'm going to let him keep talking. I've got to fill this up and have a quick slash. But I'm going to be listening.
Sale date will be from March 23rd to the 31st. Option 2 is from the 30th of March to the 31st. And option 3 is also on the same date. So the main difference between the options is obviously the prices, the lockups, and the purchase limits. So for option 1, you're going to have a 12-month lockup. So you won't have any tokens for full 12 months. Then after that, you'll receive the tokens over 6 months, starting from the 1st of April 2022. Your purchase limits for option 1 is 5,000 maximum, 100 minimum. And that's 4% of the total supply that will go to the sale. 400 million tokens, and the price is $0.15. For option 2, you're going to have a lockup of 6 months. So from the 1st of October 2021, you'll get tokens released over 6 months, $50,000 minimum purchase, and 1 million maximum. And for this, they're raising 3% of the total supply, 300 million tokens at 2 cents each. Then for option 3, that will be fully unlocked, and the release will be 40 days from the 1st of April 2021. So it will have that lock, of course, 1 month and 10 days or so. So just keep that in mind. Purchase limit 30,000 max, but I do think most people will go for this option. I do think it is the best option. So I suspect them to reduce that cap. I mean, if you can imagine, there's 10,000 people going for 30,000 cap. I mean, that's going to be very few people getting
privacy.
in. So I suspect they might
People
reduce
that think
that
we
even
trust
somewhere similar to 5,000.
We'll duck you over.
But
something, right?
This is definitely the best option.
Careful
I
there,
think the other
Henrik.
option-
Being that we are family friendly here, I think your phone is auto-correcting like the word duck. It's changing it somehow. My phone always says duck when I type duck. I don't know what's you probably got to get your phone checked out, man.
Options are very good as well. I'm going to try for all of them. I mean, if you put 5,000 into option 1, you know, it is a super long lock, but it is one of those plays where when it comes out, it's up like 100, 200x in value. And, you know, it could be a nice long-term kind of play. So that's why I'm interested to try that as well. Option 2, obviously, it's not for everyone, 50,000 minimum. But if, I don't know, maybe you pull together with your friends or something like that. But I think it's worth a try if you can get in. And for option 3 as well, the price is only 3 cents, which is not much higher than the other rounds, which is why I think this round is really the best one if you can get it. Some things to note, they say option 1 may be increased up to 8% of the total supply based on anticipated demand. So I think that will probably happen. Option 2 and 3 may be increased up to 4% based on the demand, which
James,
I
how you
think
doing,
will
man?
happen as well.
My phone has the same problem as Henny's.
Then
Weird.
This is where you
Morning.
register for
How you doing, buddy?
the various sales. I would recommend
Autocorrect.
us to register for all of them. You just need to do your KYC on CoinList and everything like that. So definitely go do that now. Obviously, you need to make sure you're verified and everything's ready by then. You know, you still got a lot of time, got a month, but better safe than sorry. Non-US, non-Chinese, and non-Canadian residents. So you won't be allowed to participate, unfortunately. In terms of their fundraising history, they raised 14.5 million in 2019, July, equity only, round led by Terran Peaser, with participation from Consensus Capital, Digital Strategies, and more. Then in September 2020, they raised 14 million, validator CSPR token sale, which was the round one, which we saw in the tokenomics. That was at 1 cent per token, 3-month required staking period from mainnet launch, followed by 3-month unbonding period. So the lock is also quite significant on that. Then January 2021, they raised around 12 million. That was at 1.5 cents per token, where they're going to have a 3-month required staking period from mainnet launch, followed by 3-month unbonding period. Then here is some more information on.
So I mean, okay, so this guy isn't going to actually tell us what this does.
Huge hype. It's Casper Labs. I mean, definitely try get in. Obviously not investment advice, but yeah, definitely try. I'm going to be trying, and I'm sure it's going to be a pro investment. So now let's see what they have to say on Tinder
not once has he looked at his camera either. That's bugging the crap out of me.
about Casper Labs. So as you can see, I have traveled to Austria, in Vienna. I'm in the streets here. People don't seem to care much about COVID, but anyways, let's get to the review. So Susan, I said, can we watch Casper together? She said, why Casper? I said, because it will be pleasurable, don't you think, watching the pump? She said, by the way, I see you've already been to my hometown. I said, I need to know.
Whoa. What is this? He's using Tinder to swipe women and then talk crypto to them? Damn, this is a strange change in tact on this channel. I was going to say it was boring before. This is kind of interesting. What are we seeing here?
Answer to the previous question, super important. She said, no, sorry, I don't have a pump fetish. And I said, I have a pump fetish. Nothing better than those sexy green dildos. She said, well, enjoy your movie night then. I guess she isn't interested.
What
Stephanie,
the hell?
I said, can we watch Casper together? Same question. She said, of course. I said, we can watch it pump. She said, where are you from? I said, Uniswap. And you? She said, where's that? And I said, it's in Eartharium. Then Anne, I said, can we watch Casper together? She said, Casper the movie, Casper your dog, or which Casper are you talking about? I said, obviously Casper Labs.
Can you what is this? What is this, man? Like, for real, this guy's using this. This is embarrassing, man. What? This is stupid.
We can watch it pump. Then Sophie, I said, choose option 1, 2, or 3. She said 2. So she's obviously a whale. You know, option 2 is a 50,000 minimum. And I said, interesting choice. I liked option 3, you know, the unlocked option, but I would go for option 2 as well if I could. And she said, what is option 3, 2, and 1? I said, just various vesting periods for Casper Labs. And she said, what? I said, I sent a link to the site and she can thank me later. Hopefully she invests. Margarita, I said, do you like proof of stake? She said, sorry, what do I like? I said, proof of stake. And she said, care to explain? I just said, do you like staking, you know? Casper Labs. And then she said, do you mean proof of stake? So I realized I spelled it wrong and she corrected me, so she obviously already knows about Casper Labs.
Such a strange angle for a channel. And what, like, he's not once looked at his camera. It's almost like he's intently looking at something that's not his camera. Does he not know that he's looking, like he's edited this together? What a weird channel. What a weird concept. Holy moly.
So, you know, I'm impressed with that. Next up, Miriam. I said, would you invest in a project called Casper Labs? She said, I think it's very risky to invest in cryptocurrency, so no, I wouldn't do it. I said, damn, that's bearish. I think Casper Labs is a pro project though. She said, those currencies are led by powerful people, so it's really unsure how the market will be. It's kind of a game of luck.
Yeah, he said stake, not
of course, you can try it if you want to. I won't
STAKE.
stop you from doing that. So then I said, but are you bullish on Casper Labs? She said, I don't know. It depends on how much it's worth right now. So, and she said, but I think that something like Bitcoin won't happen so quickly again. I said, it's a pre-sale, so I would be buying before it's even released. She said, okay, it seems you already made your decision. Go for it and try it then. I said, okay, well, thank you. And then she said, and give me half of the income So she's a proper hustler. And I said, oh, okay, I will, since, you know, she gave me pro financial advice. Cara asked the same question actually, if she wants to watch Casper Lab. She said, why Casper? I said, because I think it'll provide huge green dildos.
Oh, he's got a little funky word there, folks. Family
for us.
friendly.
Fun to watch. And then she said, are we talking about the same Casper? I said, yes, we are. There's only one Casper that's associated.
Oh, okay.
Well, I said, then you think of the wrong Casper. I'm thinking about Casper Labs. She said, whoops.
What does he throw in? Like, what is he doing? He's like, this guy's a nut, right? At this point, this is stupid. He's intently trying to confuse women to ask them about a cryptocurrency, and then when they answer as you think they'd answer, because he uses the word Casper, they think he's talking about the ghost. He starts using sex toys in there as well. This is the strangest thing I've ever seen. This doesn't do anything for his. This is like completely 100% ruining his credibility. The whole 15 minutes before, where he talked about this launch, this completely ruins it for me. This is the strangest tact I've ever seen.
Of Casper the Ghost. So I said, Casper the Chost. Which is the same rating I gave it. Jasmine, I said, can we watch Casper Labs Moon together? She said, Casper Labs Moon, what's this? Is it fun?
He's going back with that again.
Kind of fun. No thanks, I'll pass. So I got rejected. And I said, oh, well, you could have made pro gains. She said, don't think so. And I don't even know what Casper Labs Moon is. Then I said, it's a crypto project that will perform well. And she said, then why are there green dildos? I said, that means it will be pumping. I love that. She said, sorry, I'm not into crypto. So maybe that's why I don't understand what you're talking about. So I said, check it out.
See, the thing is that Tinder is a hookup site, right? Like, it's not like you don't swipe right to a girl you want to just chew the fat with about cryptocurrency. Do that on bloody Clubhouse if you want, but this is weird, man. This is the weirdest thing ever.
Because you'll have pro gains. So hopefully she checks it out, and I do recommend everyone to check it out because, as I said, there will be pro gains in my opinion. So as usual, thank you for watching. That wraps up my video and my Tinder review. If you liked it, leave a like and subscribe. Always helps me. Join my Telegram channel. I'm always available there to chat to anyone. Wow. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.
I don't want to talk to you if that's the way you approach it. That is strange, man. Nobody comments about this. Love the Tinder part. Wow, man, that's weird. That's just completely weirded me out. So the other video here we have is for Casper. We always take at least 2 videos. Hopefully this one won't be anywhere near as bad as that. But let's take a look at this. This is from a guy called Cryptocito. Cryptocito. I thought it was Cryptocity.
Buenos dias, and welcome back to Cryptocito. Guys, right now I'm going to share with you one huge, brand new cryptocurrency that you most likely have never even heard about.
Should I try Tinder, Hendrik? Depends what you want to achieve. Do you want to achieve financial advice and cryptocurrency? Then go ahead like this guy. I think this dude's a dog. Yeah, that was weird. That was the weirdest thing ever, James. I hope we never see that channel again. That was just, he didn't once look to his camera, so he knows that. And then that Tinder stuff at the end, that was perplexing. That was concerning, actually. You know what you're doing there. You're like, it's almost like you're not functioning within society at that point. To use a dating site or an app to, it's trolling, right? It's trolling. And you all know what I think about trolls, right? That's what that is. It's trolling. It's wasting people's times. And then he's trying to play it off as a comical ending to his review of Casper. It's the strangest thing ever. Perdsky, how you doing, man? You just missed the most strange. Let's not even talk about it. It was the weirdest thing ever.
This project is in the works since 2014 and has very close ties to main researchers and developers behind Ethereum. But I believe it can reach the size of Polkadot, of Cosmos, of Algorand, or even Ethereum itself. They already have a Chainlink partnership, They have their incentivized testnet up and running. Mainnet is going live still this year, and they're also planning to do a public token sale. So if you want to learn about this project, then make sure you subscribe to this channel, make sure you like this video, and also make sure you watch this entire thing. All right, guys, before we get into the project, make sure you check out my Twitter channel.
I mean, dude, levels, Jerry, levels. Crikey.
My Twitter page, and go check out this poll. How much you currently have invested in cryptocurrencies? I'm actually surprised that a lot of people have quite a lot of money here, right? Like, I think anything above 10K is already quite a good sum of money in the pre-bull run that we're in right now. So if you don't have a Twitter account yet, make sure you make yourself one. I think it's very, very important to be really active on Twitter. So yeah, having said that, let's look at the markets really quick. Bitcoin just got rejected from 10.5K. And I think even though
10.5K, how old is this video? 14th of September 2020. Dude, 10K. It was 10K. Or is that must be, is that German? Is that Deutschmark? That's dollar. It was 10 grand in 2020, September. Wow. Hello, I'm from Norway. I have a mic that does not work. He's German, isn't he?
a lot of traders would state that 10K is not an important technical level, I think psychologically it's very important that we stay above 10K.
That's German.
There's strong resistance obviously at 9.7K and also way down at 9.2K. So yeah, good to see that
9.2K, 9.2. That's how German speaking English. 9.2K, not 9.2, 9.2K.
It's above $10,000. However, I think there must be a big move coming very, very soon that pushes us back above 11,000 and then direction to 12,500, which is where we got rejected last time. So yeah, guys, still bullish.
He sounds more Nordic.
If we drop below 10,000, I would get a little bit concerned. But yeah, let's see, guys. Let's see how this plays out. So let's jump right now into the project that I shared with you in the intro, and that is Casper Labs. Casper Labs is a project that is in the works since 2014. You have to check them out on YouTube. Okay. There's a lot of content between Vlad Zamfir and Vitalik Buterin. Vlad is a good friend of Vitalik, and he's one of the earliest researchers in the Casper, CBC Casper protocol, which is basically a novel proof of stake algorithm and heavily implemented sharding in their algorithm to achieve scalability, right? So what Casper aims to resolve is basically the blockchain trilemma to enable a truly scalable blockchain for businesses and enterprises to be adopted, right? So I guess that is a huge, huge use case. And guys, with total honesty here, you know, all these DeFi protocols, yield farming and sushi and sashimi, that's all nice. But, you know, these projects are here to stay, right? This is not some experimental short-term pump and dump, copy paste, you know, protocol. This is actually something from ground up different to anything else on the market, right? And I think in the end of the day, what we will have is we'll not have just one lucky winner who takes it all. But we'll have different protocols that serve different niches, that serve different purposes, right? So Casper Labs is actually a purpose-built blockchain for enterprises, for builders, right? For developers. It's very developer-friendly. It's very compliant with the many different coding languages like Rust, like Solidity, and others. You can even write in C++ and it will be compatible. So I find it really, really amazing because right now there's also one issue with all these other protocols, like for example with Ethereum, right? It's only compatible with Solidity. So that makes it much more easier for devs to be adopted. And yeah, Casper just has this dynamic smart contract platform that scales for real world usage and simplifies the experiences for devs, right? So this is very tailored and focused to improve the user experience for developers, because those are the guys that eventually build on that, right? They eventually use the protocol. So scrolling through the website here, you can see that there's a lot of features that Casper Labs is building and integrating from ground up into the protocol, and to write apps that run on your computer. You can also control your smart contracts, who can access them. So this is a very broad protocol that ranges from building a private blockchain to building a public blockchain, right?
He's not really selling it to me.
Very dynamic. It's very broad. It's very suitable for basically any type of business, for any sort of enterprise. You can also see some more features, right? Like upgradable infrastructure. So you can basically have a very dynamic.
Suddenly, my microphone
very dynamic
is
adjustment
kaputt.
for any major upgrades that you want to have in your protocol, in your smart contracts. And also very important, you have more predictable usage fees, right? Because that's one of the most biggest issues right now in Ethereum, is that you cannot predict the transaction cost, right? Because it's built on, it's basically because the transaction throughput is too low, right? So it can happen that when the demand is too high, that the price of the transaction will go through the roof, right? Which is something that we've seen already, and
We saw it today.
40, 50, even $100 per transaction. So that is way too much. So some core features that Casper has, and where Casper is superior to first generation blockchains, because guys, to be honest, sometimes you don't need to be the first mover, right? Sometimes it's better to be the second or third mover, right? Because you can learn from the mistakes and from the flaws and from the problems and challenges of the first movers, right? So Casper does exactly that. You can also here read about Casper Labs, their roadmap. I think it's going to be updated very soon. They're launching so the incentivized testnet is already launched. They're going to launch their mainnet still this year. I highly encourage you to join their Telegram group. They have more than 3,000, I think around 3,000 people already there. Check out the team as well. A huge team of very high-level executives previously from Microsoft. They have people from even Dropbox, I think, and Adobe. She was working at Adobe. Then they have people from they have successful entrepreneurs. I don't like so much the word serial entrepreneur, because it basically means anything, right? But this guy, for example, he's also an angel investor. He runs a huge company with 100 million annual revenue, right? So early crypto investor. Then they have here a business development team. They have an executive and a country manager in Switzerland. They have a strong marketing team. And also here, which I probably like most about this project, is they have a very strong technical team of engineers, right? And you can also see that here on GitHub, right? If you go through the Casper Labs GitHub repository on Insights, you can also see who's contributing to that. And you basically see there's a lot of traction here, a lot of movement, a lot of people contributing code to this. So this is really cool to see. And
okay, fair enough. I'm not really
repositories here. I haven't found.
I'm not going to invest in Casper.
Exactly if he's still working on this on the dev side, but he's definitely been one of the main researchers behind this. And so they also have their own Explorer here, where you can test this out. Basically, their testnet. You can deploy contracts. You can check you have to log in. You can check the Explorer and the blocks, right? I think they have
my teeth are really hurting.
Second block time.
Your teeth are hurting, Hendrik?
And
how come your teeth are hurting?
Fast and cheap to use. So check this out. Check out the website. Check out the project. Join their Telegram. Follow them on Twitter. I think they're just getting started. Like I said, their token sale is going to be announced soon. So also follow me on Twitter, because I'm going to be tweeting about this as well, right? So I hope you enjoyed that. Conduct your own further due diligence, research the project, And if you like it, put it on your map, put it on your radar, because you heard it here first, guys, to be honest. I mean, I think Blockchain Brad already made an interview with the founding members, sorry. So go check that out as well. And I will see you guys very soon.
Wow. Really bad video. Really bad video. Didn't really sell that to me at all. I find, to be completely frank, I find a lot of cryptocurrency, it's Dale put this comment in earlier, a lot of it is like hype to sell the thing, to get the thing out there. It's okay to be an early adopter, but you'd want to have some real solid information about why you would think about becoming an early adopter on something. Mainly the other guy, the other video we watched, he literally just breezed over that, saying, we're not going to talk too much about what the thing is and what it actually does, but because it's getting a Coinbase listing, you should be on there. Go for it. So that's basically feeding into FOMO, right? That's feeding into people's fear of missing out. The concept of, well, this is so new that it's got to be good. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, whenever we see stuff like that, I just get the same kind of vibe from any other video, any other concept, and unfortunately that happens a lot in crypto. So now, a little while ago, I was told, I can't recall who did this, but somebody in the chat said I need to learn about liquid proof of stake, LPOS. So I don't actually know what that means. There are many terms in this crypto stratospheric, atmospheric, gratospheric galaxy that I don't understand. That's one of them. And I was told in no uncertain terms that you should learn about that because obviously you know nothing about it. And that was kind of like a bit of a dig at me. I'm not too sure who was digging it. I cannot recall. But let's take a look at what liquid proof of stake is. Let's learn together. Liquid proof of stake. This is a Googleization search. Token holders can delegate validation rights to other token holders without custody, meaning that the tokens remain in the delegator's wallet. Additionally, only the validator is penalized in case of a security fault. So that's kind of like, I guess that's just thinking back to historically Lino, right? On the testnet. As a Lino stakeholder, I would then choose who I would select and vote for to make requests and to make transaction records on the blockchain. Now, I always gave it to Boomer because I love the guy, right? I always gave him the vote. So is that what we were doing at that point? Was that liquid proof of stake? I was the token holder, I was holding Lino, and I was delegating validation rights to other token holders without giving them custody, meaning that the tokens, the Lino, remained in my wallet. That's what I was doing. I don't know about liquid proof of stake. Apparently I was doing it though. So we've got two little YouTube videos. This one here from 99 Bitcoins. This guy's got a great channel. He's very, very thorough, very informative. This will present very well, hopefully, considering we just saw two really, really lousy videos. Gives, can we decide if German is an allowed language in here? You can speak German in here. I'm all about it, dude. Go for it. Yeah, I love it that you do that because I'm looking at it going, I should know what those words are.
What is staking? Can it help me earn passive income with my cryptocurrency? Is it risky? And what do I need to know before I get started? Well, stick around. Here on Crypto Whiteboard Tuesday, we'll answer these questions and more.
Very cool.
Hi, I'm Nate Martin from 99bitcoins.com, and welcome to Crypto Whiteboard Tuesday, where we take complex cryptocurrency topics, break them down, and translate them into plain English.
Good.
Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the bell so you'll immediately get notified when a new video comes out. Today's topic is staking and how it's done on Ethereum. But before we dive into staking, let's take a moment to understand the problem that staking tries to solve. Also, if you're new to cryptocurrencies, let me suggest that you start with our What is Bitcoin and What is Bitcoin Mining videos before watching this one to gain a solid foundation for what we'll be covering here. Bitcoin and other decentralized cryptocurrencies hold the promise of sending money digitally without any central authority. Initially, the solution to managing a blockchain, which is a fancy term for a ledger of balances that isn't controlled by any one entity, was done through mining. Mining is a sort of competition where powerful computers try to guess the solution to a mathematical question. Whoever finds the solution first earns the right to write the next page of transactions, also known as a block, into the ledger. With mining, the more...
That's pretty straightforward. Like, got to give it to this guy. He does explain this stuff, bam, down the line, right? That's cool.
The more powerful computer you use, the more guesses it can make in a second, increasing your chances of winning this contest. Thanks to the laws of math and probability, it is highly unlikely that any single person or group will gain a monopoly over updating the ledger, and that's how decentralization is maintained. Mining's technical term is proof of work, because by displaying the right solution, miners prove that they put in a lot of work, as there is no other way to get to the solution aside from using computing power to constantly work at trying to guess it. Proof of work is what is known as a consensus mechanism, since its design is to create an agreement as...
Well, that makes sense, right? The proof of work, the task has been done, the hash has been hashed, the ledger's been written, the proof of the result is there, done. I love it. I get slammed on other channels that I used to mod for. No, you're welcome to speak German in my channel for sure. Hey man, I'm half German.
To who gets to update the ledger amongst a group of people who don't really know each other or have any other basis for working together. While the proof of work consensus mechanism may be a reliable and secure solution for managing a decentralized ledger, it's also very resource intensive. Running all of these supercomputers just for the sake of guessing a number takes up a lot of electricity, among other disadvantages. Because of these disadvantages, other alternative consensus mechanisms have been suggested throughout the years. One very popular alternative is proof of stake. This means that instead of committing electricity to run computers and try to win a contest, people will stake actual coins. But how will this all work?
Okay, so I mean, I'm understanding this now, right? So I didn't really think this was a big thing, but so proof of stake generates new coins, just like mining generates new coins?
Well, you basically lock a certain amount of funds on an everyday computer that is connected to the network. Your computer is called a node in technical terms, and your locked funds are your stake. Once your stake is in place, you take part in the contest of which node will get to forge the next block. You see, stakers forge blocks. They don't mine them. The winner of this contest is chosen by taking into consideration several factors, such as how much money is being staked, how long the coins have been staked for, and randomization so that no single entity will gain a monopoly over forging. Generally speaking, whoever wins the contest gets to forge the next block of transactions and is rewarded in coins for his contribution to the network.
There you go. There it is. That's how it works. That's cool.
It is important to note that there are many coins that use proof of stake, such as Tezos, Cosmos, and Cardano, and each coin has different rules as to how it calculates and distributes rewards. In this video, we will focus mainly on how Ethereum's proof of stake model works. Up until 2020, Ethereum's blockchain was based purely on proof of work. But in December of 2020, a new blockchain named Beacon Chain was set up that uses proof of stake. This is also known as Ethereum 2.0, and it runs alongside the original Ethereum blockchain, Ethereum 1.0. In order to join as a validator for Ethereum 2.0, you'll need to lock up 32 Ether as collateral, which in turn will earn you staking rewards.
32 ETH. So ETH is about $2,000 right now.
There's no way to lock up more than 32 Ether on a single node, so if you want to increase your reward, you can just set up multiple nodes with 32 Ether each. In a few years, Ethereum 2.0 will deploy in full and will merge with Ethereum 1.0. This event, known as the docking, will happen somewhere around 2022, after which Ethereum will become purely a proof-of-stake network. Only after the docking occurs will you be able to withdraw your staked Ether and rewards, which means that staking is mainly beneficial for long-term Ethereum holders. Now, you're probably asking, how much Ether is rewarded? In Ethereum 2.0, each validator that participates in the forging of a block gets a percentage of the newly minted Ether when it's created. The more validators the network has, the smaller the proportion of the reward will be. For example, if 1 million ETH is staked, the max annual reward for each staker could reach 18.1%. However, if 3 million Ether are staked, that annual reward rate would drop to 10.45%.
I need a steak, cut of steak, cut of steak, cut of meat, cut of meat, cut of meat.
You can think of the total amount of new Ether awarded as a pie with a fixed size, and the more validators you have that want a piece of that pie, well, the smaller each slice will be. To simplify things, there are dedicated staking calculators you can use that will try and estimate how much Ether you'll make when staking a certain amount of ETH in any certain way. So where do I sign up? Well, signing up is not that easy, as there are certain limitations you should be aware of. Each day, only 900 new validators are allowed on board, so as you can imagine, there's a pretty long waiting list. At the time of posting this video, there are almost 20,000 pending validators waiting to join. Additionally, setting up your own validator requires technical knowledge, a dedicated computer, and 32 Ether, all of which provide barriers that may keep a lot of people from being able to take part. To make matters even more complicated, if you don't set up your validator correctly, or if it goes offline, or if it's harmful to the network in any way, you may be subject to penalties. These penalties may even include slashing, a term referring to the destruction of portions of your stake, and even removal from the network.
Just kidding.
All of the risks I've just mentioned are why some additional staking solutions were created. These alternatives allow for the everyday person to stake ETH and earn staking rewards without the considerable effort or risk of running your own node. The easiest way to stake for a non-tech savvy person would be to use staking services supplied by exchanges. Certain exchanges allow you to stake your coins through their validators, even if you only have a small amount, for a fee. This completely eliminates the hassle of running your own validator, but requires you to forfeit control over your coins to the exchange. Some exchanges will also allow you to claim your staking rewards immediately and not wait until Ethereum 2.0 reaches the docking phase.
Right.
Another option is to join a staking pool. Just like mining pools, staking pools are groups of people
Pictures people swimming through stakes. Can't get through the stakes.
joined together in order to get a better chance at forging the next block. Staking pools also allow you to deposit less than the minimum staking amount, since all of the funds are pooled together. If you decide to go with a staking pool, it's important to research certain aspects of the pool, such as reliability of its validators, pool fees, customer support, the size of the pool, user reviews, and whether or not you are
Such a
required
good way.
to give
This
up
guy
your
explains
private
things
keys
so
to the
clear.
pool.
Love it.
Finally, there is the validator as a service option. These are companies that will allow you to run your own validator on their computers without the need to set it up or maintain it. Since this is your own personal validator, you'll still be required to deposit 32 ETH and pay a certain fee for this service. The great thing about this option is that it's relatively easy to set up and you don't need to give control over your coins to another company. That's it for today's...
So how do I stake on DLive? Is it worth it? At the moment, it's not worth it. And it's easy to do. You just need to have a Tronlink wallet and some BTT. Yeah, it's not worth it though.
Episode of Crypto Whiteboard Tuesday. Hopefully by now you understand what staking is, a way of participating in the process of updating a ledger of transactions by putting your funds at stake and earning rewards for your contribution. You may still have some questions.
I really like that guy. He's very, very clear explanation. Now, he mentioned ETH staking, proof of stake. So Tezos, there's a video here for liquid proof of stake with Tezos, so a different currency. Let's have a look at this.
Tezos allows token holders to transfer validation rights to other token holders without transferring ownership. In other blockchains, a miner's right to publish a block is determined by solving a cryptographic puzzle, a mechanism known as proof of work. Tezos allocates block publishing rights based on a stake, a mechanism known as proof of stake. Each block is produced by a random stakeholder and endorsed by stakeholders. Tezos uses inflationary block rewards and transaction fees to incentivize validators to participate in consensus. To incentivize honest behavior, around the time of block creation, Tezos requires a baker to put up a safety deposit for several weeks. If a baker explicitly tries to double bake or double sign blocks, it forfeits the safety deposit. Because Tezos allows delegation, it's consent.
He's good at communication, but his personality is annoying. I like that about him. I like that it's not like... It's almost robotic. I kind of like that. Tezos? I thought he said Bezos.
Consensus mechanism has often been described as delegated proof of stake. This is false. It actually is a new consensus mechanism called liquid proof of stake. A token holder can delegate their tokens to a baker but always have ownership of their tokens, and they will not be locked up for a specific time frame. Thus, their tokens are always being liquid. To find out more, visit our website today.
So that's a little sneaky peek at how it's done with Tezos. But I mean, look, fair point. I didn't know about liquid proof of stake. It was not a concept that I'd... Well, turns out I did know about it. I didn't know I was doing it. I was doing it way back when with Lino and testnet. I was given my stake to Boomer, and that's how that worked. So liquid proof of stake. I wish I could remember who it was that sort of suggested I should learn about that, because turns out I already knew a little about it. Well, folks, that's going to wrap it up for today on the cryptocurrency stream. Just a little heads up for those that might be still watching, that aren't watching usually, because we are still restreaming this out to the stratospheric, atmospheric, global internet. Every Wednesday here on DLive, this is the place we're doing it, dlive.tv/givesaminute. Every Wednesday we do this live stream and we look at crypto, we learn crypto, we take an actual approach to it where we're doing things. Like I'm actually investing in crypto, making the investments live. So if you're wondering, man, I keep hearing about this Bitcoin thing and I think I should get on board. Well, we've done that live on the stream. Like, how do you buy Bitcoin? What's a wallet? Why do you need to keep it off the exchange? Why do you got to put it in a wallet? Blah, blah, blah. All the stuff that we can learn, we learn. Now, I'm not an expert. Never said I'm an expert, but we're all learning together and we're doing it live. Love to have you over here on the DLive. I'm going to let the restream out every week, but we are looking at one chat screen. So if you were watching on YouTube or on Bitwave and all the other places, Twitch and Trovo, and you're wondering how come this Yahoo's never answering me, well, I'm only looking at this chat here. This was the only chat that I'm looking at. That's because this is where we're streaming it. So if you want to partake in that chat, you got to come over to DLive. You got to come over to dlive.tv/givesaminute. That's where we live every week. What did you do with your HEX? Oh, Pertsky, interesting question. Given the Ethereum network fees are stupidly high, like $43 for an investment, for a stake of 150, I was going to be charged $43 to end stake, or $39 to good accounting that thing. So we didn't do anything. So what we're going to do, we're leaving it. I got a 14-day grace period to make a decision, and then if I don't make a decision, every week we bleed 1% of the stake. But there is something coming called Pulse Chain, which will... So Richard Hart is forking Ethereum, and that's going to be Pulse Chain, which will allow minimal charge transactions within HEX. So HEX will move off Ethereum, and we'll be able to use Pulse Chain. That's coming very soon. I joined the Telegram, and I'll do some research on it, and we will look at it coming up in the future, Pulse Chain. The interesting thing that the Hexicans did say when they came in here was that once you have Pulse Chain, which will be an automatic process, they're actually doubling, so they're duplicating whatever you have in HEX. So if you've got, which I've got stakes going through till 2036, basically you'll have a duplicate of that on the Pulse Chain. Literally doubling your investment. So even if we bleed out for a month or two and that screws us over, we're still going to get a doubling of that later on anyway. So yeah. So cool to be here. If you want to chat, my Discord will be open. Hendrik, when you say Discord, do you mean like a DM to me in Gives a Minute Discord, or do you have your own Discord that I should join? I'm not too sure what you mean by that. You think it was Boomer that asked? Maybe it was Boomer. I cannot recall. It was quite a while ago. We still got a whole sliding of tabs to get through, folks. Coming up, if you're interested on the crypto streams, we got we got Tezos, we got Hive, we got HBAR, we got DPay, Pirate Chain, SafePal, NeoCoin, FM Coin, XRP, PackCoin, Pulse Chain. I've got a lot to cover, folks, but we do this once a week and I'm enjoying the learn. But we do have 21 Yahoos here right now. Who's live on the DLive machine who would appreciate a 21 viewer host. I'll let you decide in the chat who we host. And while you are deciding, I want to thank the financial contributions to this stream. I do this full time, so I appreciate when you donate to me. It's a little pat on my back. It's you saying, yo, Gives, we like what you're doing. Continue to do what you're doing. Here's a little donation to help you along the way. So I'm actually thanking the concept, not the size of the donation. But when you look to your own chit chat, you can clearly see the top contributors to this very stream. You got it right there. We got Johnson, Mystery Man, and we got www.stakeyourhex. Was it Stake Your Hex? Johnson, Mystery Man, and www. I can't recall if it was Stake Your Hex or Slap Your Hex or Spam Your Hex, or you guys contributed the way you did on this stream. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I have a channel that you can find on my D-Live page. Okay, so you got okay, Hendrik. I'll go and join your Discord, dude. Cool. I thought you meant a DM. Cool, man. I'll go ahead and join that Discord off scene. Pertsky says Coin Captain. Gotta love the coin machine. Where is the Coin Captain? Let me see if he's live. Coin Captain's live, folks. The Coin Captain's live. Let me grab his handle over here. Coin Captain. He's live, skis. We're gonna host the Coin Captain. If it's gonna work. Okay, well, we know it's going to work. I'm going to grab it out, pop his handle in here. It's going to give us a confirmation warning right there. So, folks, my stream's going to be going offline right now. It's going to say Gives a Minute is offline and hosting the Coin Captain. Go ahead and, Pertsky, this is for you. There'll be a yellow bar at the top of the screen. The yellow bar will say Visit Channel. You got to click that bar. When you click that, you'll be in his channel. When you get there, put the words Feel the Gives Love. And I'll see you all tomorrow on the Streamski, folks. Cheers as ears as beers knees cheese. Crypto. Wow, heavy.